Righty-ho, good evening, hello everybody, sorry for the slight delay there. Oh. As you can clearly see, I'm dressed in my finery for the occasion. How are we all doing today? I've got a bit of meat stuck in my tooth, which is really annoying. But anyway, hello folks and welcome back. The reason why I'm late is because I came home from football at 20 to 8 and then I had my dinner straight away because it was ready. So my mother said dinner was ready, so I thought I might as well have it because at least then I can stream for the rest of the session with no interruptions. So hence there's been no introductions because, hey, you know, couldn't have time to faff about. But anyway, important thing is I'm here now, surely. Right then, so I've had no time today to look over what happened last session. I usually like to have a bit of a mooch about off camera and see what's going on, take stock of the situation. I've had no time to do any of that, so we'll do that now, shall we? Together. Why not? So, yeah, at the end of the last session, I seem to recall that King Robert, has he got a moniker? The Rake, that's the one. King Robert the Rake has, he called the Lords together, and we sat there in a depressed state and remained silent for all of the meeting, but nonetheless the decision was finally made that we're off to war against good old Pentos here. Magister Manolo of Pentos is going to find himself beset soon enough, potentially, by Westerosi forces. Going after Lyanna in Pentos, yeah, clearly reclaiming his prize, yes? You can't escape me forever, Lyanna. So we'll see what happens there. But anyway, let's just go through a couple of things, shall we? We're 47. Not bad. It's bloody tooth of mine. So much stuck in it. So we're 47. We still have no house words, people. We need a set of house words before we die, ideally. Let's get thinking of some house words this session. That's our task. By the end of today, we'll have some house words. Surely it must happen now for us to be able to craft something. Surely. Gonorrhea and glory. So yeah, we've got gonorrhea and we're depressed. I mean, look at the state of us. We're looking a bit pale. We've got bags under our eyes. I fear for our life, to be quite honest with you. I mean, committing suicide is an option. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. We can kill ourselves if we wish. Through the storm, dawn's amber glows. Yeah, I saw that one. I mean, is there a limit to how many words you can have? I mean, it's not that many words, 6. But anyway, so yeah, we're looking a bit ill. And our wife, who will probably outlive us, bless her, the obese Mylender, still cracking on age 36, just still thinks the sun shines out of my arse. We're trying to befriend Lord Paramount Renly, although we've stopped doing that now because we're in a depressed state and we can't be bothered to speak to anybody, let alone bloody Renly. But we'll see what happens. We picked up Poor Fighter last time through a little bit of a midlife crisis, and that's about it. So, yeah, things are ticking along. Our oldest child, Miles, been tutored by Sir Barristan the Bull, the champion of the tourney. So that's cool. He's looking not too shabby, stats-wise. Affectionate, fussy and timid. We'll see how that pans out. We've given him a thrift focus. We could change that at age 12, I think somebody mentioned last session. But Miles is looking not too bad as our heir. Morton is now aged 6. He's struggle focus, again being tutored by the great Barristan. And we're going to sort of groom him to be a bit more fighter-based, potentially. Although at the moment, looking more of an intriguing kind of fella. We've got and he has not been betrothed. Our eldest has been betrothed to Lane Penrose. Our second oldest hasn't been betrothed yet, so perhaps another thing that we might want to have a look at this session is betrothing some more of our children, perhaps for some alliances, perhaps for other reasons. But yeah, we've also got Herlinda, age 3, Maester tutoring for now, not betrothed just yet. And finally, little Amber. Oh, little Amber. She's going to be my favourite. She's age 1 and not been given a focus yet either. We'll leave them until the 6, I think. Herlinda has great stats for a 3-year-old. She does look pretty good, doesn't she? Should we give her etiquette? Playful, indolent? Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Bugger it. Bugger it. We'll teach her courtesies. And as for her, we'll hang fire for now. So that's the little kiddie winks. They're all looking pretty fine to me. And yeah, we've still got a couple of alliances. Courtney Penrose through our betrothal. And of course, this is my brother-in-law. Still kicking, still fighting, still alive. So that's how things look on that front. Our council, our castellan was our treasurer, was promoted upon the death of our former castellan. God rest his soul. Morgan passed away in the last session. So we have Sir Narbert and Justicar Derwald, also new, because we lost our mayor, Justicar, whose name escapes me. Began with an E though, surely, I think. But he's quite competent at Justicaring 16 and is been set to work to fabricate a claim on the Rainwood. Still trying to get that claim. So General Gower still going strong at the moment, and of course we've got Rogar, the new treasurer, who's pretty hopeless, if we be honest with you, but you know, he was the only person available, and we're trying to not pull people from all across the realm if we can help it, and try and keep things relatively, you know, within the court and all that. Spymaster Elia, married to, I think, Narbert. I've got some kids. She's still doing decently at 14 thingy-bobsy there, 14 intrigues. Barristan's our regent. We've got all our bodyguards. We just need one more bodyguard candidate. We should have been keeping an eye out perhaps in the tourney for potential candidates, but we were too busy gambling and catching gonorrhea and reading missives from the king to be really focusing on potential bodyguard talents. So that's that. We've lost... No, we haven't lost our cupbearer. We've still got a couple of random titles to dish out if we need to. And still got the same 2 commanders. Clearly, they're not going anywhere. My council, extremely loyal. The Liege Council, also very loyal. So, perhaps we can find a decent treasurer in Pentos. Perhaps. Perhaps. But we are lacking a little bit. If we go to the find characters and go to our court, and stick with males for now. I think the Spy Master is the only female slot we can have, I believe. We're not... oh. That Morton Terry? Morton Terry would have made a good Justicar. Why don't we put him into the Justicar position? Beggar's belief. How has this happened? Anyway, Morton could be a future Justicar, so we've got that covered. Barristan could be a Master at Arms if he pops his clock, so we've got that covered. We're lacking a little bit in the Treasury Department, though, I find. And we're not overly bothered too much about intrigues, although having a decent Spy Master could potentially stop us from being killed, you know. And we're not that bothered about septons and stuff. So I think if we can keep an eye out for somebody with decent stewarding on our travels, that would be useful. That could be useful. Because, I mean, even here, we weren't exactly spoilt for choice, were we, when we looked last time? A couple of 15s and a 10. And this guy was part of the Durandan uprising, so we're not overly keen on him. So, yeah, we're keeping an eye out. We could use the decision to invite courtier, should we so desire. See who we get. I think that's how we got to Derwald, to be honest with you. Employ a new courtier. As soon as we click it, we can't do anything about it, can we? Cost us foot. Yeah, do you know what? Let's try it. Let's see what we get. Let's try and employ a new courtier. We're not going to have a feast because we're too depressed. So anything else that requires any sort of effort, we'll hold off for now. But let's see who we get. Let's see if we can get lucky. So we've got a sellsword, a septon, a young debutante, a treasurer. There we go. Tancred has arrived, ready for employment. So we put the banners out, we put the posters out. Treasurer wanted potentially, if we're going to sack our current treasurer. And Tancred comes to the court for interview. Yeah, he's a gardener, chaste, a family man, craven and shy, which is not a problem. I mean, it's better than 8, I suppose, isn't it? We could dispatch him, but he is actually technically better, so fine. We'll take him for now, but not really that stoked, are we? Let's be honest. Right, let's have a look at our Masters Court. We've got John, Thornton, Catherine. He's still. I think we looked at this last time. I think all these guys are still pretty much the same. We've still got the Lady Shira. Let's see what happens today with this situation. But we're looking a bit peaky, so probably not much, to be honest with you. Not too much. What else we got going on? No, I'm still Castellan. Just a Care Baron. Fine. Laws, we changed it to primogeniture last session. We're not going to change anything council-wise for now because we can't be bothered. Intrigues, yeah, okay, that's good. Factions, any factions of note? Liege loyalists, religion, okay. No societies that we can join yet either, so no, everything is looking pretty damn good. Are we sending a force to Pentos? Are we flipping hell as like sending a damn force to Pentos? You having a laugh? No, sirree. This guy, fella. Who was the guy that rose up against Renly? It was one of these guys, right? Remember the last session? We had to put down an uprising. I thought maybe it was him. Died of gonorrhea 269. Oh, it can't have been him. Storm's End guy. Who was the guy that rose up in rebellion? I'm sure it was down here, right? Eric should send something as a show of loyalty to Robert, seeing as he owes his title to Robert in the first place. Yes, a man of sound mind might think that. Julian Sloan, that's the fella. That's him. That's him. Beheaded. Head gone. 250. 297. Yeah, that's just happened about a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, got his head lopped off, and it passed to his grandson. So we were hoping that maybe Renly might have taken these lands from the tyrannical Swans, but so that we might have been able to divvy it out. But clearly that didn't happen. Anyway, so yes, we're not as ill as that we need a regent, so we still have the power to make decisions for ourselves, but we have got gonorrhea and we're depressed. We're not of sound mind, so we certainly ain't going to be sending men across the narrow sea. Are you having a flipping laugh? No chance. Anyway, speaking of which, I think it's about time we get hopping across over there, isn't it, to see what happens. But anyway, we've got Rob, still King of the North. Well, Lord Paramount of the North. 14, coming of age very soon. Region is Septon Chael. Septon Shale. So that's. I wonder if who's the. Can we see who his court is? Can we see who his maester is? Howland Reed, Septon Shale. He's a Riverman culture as well. Yeah, somebody pointed out last time. So that's the north. All right. The Vale, still Dennis the Darling. He's still alive. He's out of prison now as well, thankfully. 45. He's over there. We still got Hoster Tully, 58 now. We still got Tywin Lannister, who's spoke up for the war. Lost one of his children, didn't he, in the last session? Yeah, Cersei died of food poisoning after a feast. Something's going amiss in the realm, because didn't Brynden Tully die after a feast as well? Somebody clearly can't cook around these parts. Can we hire a competent chef during these feasts? That's not going to poison us all. Mr. Caswell, put on the Lord Paramountcy of the Reach by Robert. Bit of a puppet, although he's independent at the moment, because I don't think he's declared for this war. Dawn, we also have Ariane, who was being quite active, hasn't she? She's been lopping titles of people, creating titles, doing all kinds of stuff. And of course Renly, who gets on quite well with his brother. Not reciprocated quite so much, but he likes us a little bit. We've tried to sway him and befriend him, but us pushing harlots into his face didn't go down too well, unfortunately. Maybe that's what's depressed us. Who knows? Right, anyway, so we got 150 gold. We've got enough to establish a household guard if we wanted, but we can't be bothered, so that's out of the window. Right, set the time running and see what happens. Let's see if anything crops up that might pique our attention. The only thing that would probably get our attention would be getting a claim on the Rainwood. That might actually spring us into life. And Pattaya Baelish used a favour to become Castellan of the Vale. Okay. He did indeed. Pattaya's little schemes coming to the fore in this version as well. Tywin. Claiming Branstone. Oh dear. Have I got over that cold? Kind of. I don't feel ill. I'm fine. I've still got a bit of a snotty nose. That's the last lingering symptom, really. No cough, nothing else, no sore throats, no headaches, anything like that. So yeah, I'm pretty much okay. So yeah, another war on Hoster Tully. If it weren't enough for the Darling to want to take the salt pans, now Lord Paramount Time wants to take Branstone. Where's Branstone? It's got to be on the borders, right? Where's Branstone? Somebody enlighten me? Okay, that was a short war. That was a short war with Pentos, wasn't it? What the hell happened there? What's happened? What was the peace? How has it ended? What? Okay, hang on a sec. Usurp the title Kingdom of Pentos. Hang on a minute. What the hell? What the hell's happened? This was the shortest war I've ever seen. What? There's the bloody realm tree. Yeah, look at that. Iron Throne. Okay. Okay. He captured the leader in a small skirmish. Did he? Hey, if you want to do warfare, that's how you do warfare, folks. Jesus Christ! It's a good job I'm not streaming flipping Mortuary Assistant. I'd have had a heart attack. Something just fell off my bookshelf. Oh, give me a fright. Bloody hell. If I'd never been playing Mortuary System, that'd have happened. I'd have shit my pants. I'm telling you. Ah, dear. Right, so, yes. If you want to do warfare, that's how you do it. You do it less than a year, buff, bish, bash, bush, capture somebody important, boom, dead. Done. Surrender. You know, none of this protracted bloody 5-year, 10-year nonsense. We ain't got time for that. So, suddenly, the Iron Throne has now got Pentos in its ranks. So let's have a look at Robert and see what he's doing. Is he going to keep it for himself? Is he going to dish it out? Are we going to have a new King of Pentos? So he's the King of Pentos, the High Lord of the King's Landing, and King's Wood. I mean, he's probably not over his domain limit, to be honest with you. He could keep it if he wanted. I mean, alternatively, you could make me the King of Pentos if you want. Petition. Ah, did I ever tell you you're a handsome, fine specimen, King Robert? Yeah. What do you want? Nothing. Nothing in particular. If only we'd have spoken out more strongly in favour of the war and sent men over to show willing, would we have had a chance? Okay, so we'll see what happens with Pentos then. But currently, it's owned by King Robert. So let's have a look. Can we search for Lyanna Stark? Can we search for Lyanna? How do we search? Well, she's not a man, is she? That's not gonna help matters. Lyanna, Lady of the Stark. Lyanna Stark. Lady Lyanna. Where is she? Where are you? She's in Sunrise Road. Where's that? It's somewhere here. Sunrise. Right there she is. Is she married? She's married to a man with turquoise hair. Lord Gilino of Sunrise Road. She's married to the man with blue hair. Oh no. I mean, obviously, yeah. Children. She's got a child with green hair. The flipping hell is this madness? Look at the names. Torgadoria. Dorio. Where's little John? Vanished off to. Oh, sorry. There we go. Aemon Tagaranora Lumutis Olo. Okay, there's John. Where are you? Same place? Oh no, he's down here. Is he getting trained by somebody? Maester of Nontelos. Okay, so he's down here. Aemon Targaryen. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, we're saying look at the what we're saying is look at the state of these people. Purple hair, turquoise hair. What the hell is going on? They probably look at us and think, what the hell? Black hair, brown hair, very dull colours. What the hell's wrong with them? What's wrong with them dull-haired people? Flaming orange, bright yellow, turquoise. That's what it's all about. Look how many claims Aemon John has. How many claims? Where's your little vassal? Let's do this again. Somehow, some way, we'll find you, Johnny boy. Strong claim on the Seven Kingdoms of the Iron Throne. Strong claim on King's Landing. Strong claim on Dragonstone. Strong claim on Lordship of King's Landing. Indeed. Targaryen. House Targaryen. Still got 5 members left alive. Rhaenys. I think these guys are in Dawn. Aegon is now 15. Middlebury. Oh, he's in in the Reach. Is it the Reach? Yeah, the Reach. Let's have a look. Aegon, 15. Purple eyes. Blonde hair. Still going strong, just about. Little Aemon, there he is. Look, little Aemon. We know where he is. Where's you? Yeah, you're in Dawn. Okay. Viserys is Sir Viserys, a knight. Is a lunatic knight. He's somewhere in Dawn 2. Okay. Viserys has got a child, Rhaella. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Marry off one of the daughters to Aegon. Never read the books. Well, we are looking to marry off some of our kids, right? But I don't think we want to be marrying our kids off to any Targaryens. I don't think that's quite in fitting with what our character's all about. You can imagine Robert's face. Us marrying a Targaryen, I don't think I'd go down too well. But yeah, we keep track of what's going on there. Right then, so the Great War that we were excited about has finished. I think Cham asked earlier how my weekend has been. To be honest with you, it's been pretty quiet. And today, I had the unenviable task of having to unblock the drains from outside. You know, the whole situation with drain rods, poking the drain rods through the sewerage system to get rid of the block, watching all the stuff from the drains filtering through, unblock it all. And I have washed my hands umpteen thousand times. Can I get rid of the smell off my hands? I had gloves on and everything, but can I? No. Absolutely horrendous job. But nonetheless, it's the nature of the beast. It's either that or pay somebody 150 quid to do it. And it's a very simple job to do, so as much as I hate DIY stuff, even I can manage to push drain rods up a flipping pipe. You know, it's not that difficult. It's just an unpleasant task. You fix drain rods. Ah. My lord, His Grace King Robert Baratheon has decided to begin a royal progress of the realm. He and his enormous entourage of lords, knights and camp followers will soon depart King's Landing to visit several important lords throughout the Seven Kingdoms of the Iron Throne. His first destination will be Pentos. Oh, what? I don't want to be in Pentos. Why am I in Pentos? His first destination will be Pentos, where His Grace shall be host. I'm sure this is a glitch. Or something. The way it's worded. Surely we are not going to host King Robert at Pentos. Why us? Yeah, it's a glitch. Because this happened last time, and it kind of made no sense why our name was mentioned. So he's going to Pentos to be hosted by Magister Manalo, I think, is what it meant to say. He's basically going to show them who's boss. So Robert's off to strut his stuff in Pentos. We've just taken your lands, and now I'm coming to put the boot in. Okay, the wars have subsided for now. And of course these two are at war with each other. I'm sure that'll end very soon, one way or another. Anyway, my lord King Robert Baratheon of the Iron Throne has seen fit to name Mermello Lindis King of... Who? Mermello Lysandis King of Pentos. He and his sons and grandsons shall enjoy this honour to the end of time, and all lords of Pentos shall pay him homage as their rightful liege. Who are you? King Mermello II of Pentos. Doesn't like me, but loves the king, because you've been made a king. Right, okay. Interesting. So let's have a look at this Lysandis family tree, shall we? He's got 3 kids. One with red hair, one with just plain Jane white hair. Lots of kids there. Nakani. It's not a famous house of I don't think. No wiki entry anyway. It's probably maybe a cultural thing. He's technically a paramount, isn't he? Lord Paramount, but I mean, it's maybe something to do with the culture over there. And yeah, because it will, yeah. Because technically, yeah, Robert is an emperor title, but obviously called king. This must be something to do with the game. There is an event where Robert will decide if they remain king. It's king because the emperor is emperor title, figuring in the Lord Paramount of Pentos was a republic. Is it still? How do you check if it's a republic? I don't know. How do you do that? How do we check these things? Well, this is the capital. It's a county capital, Little Royan. Is that a castle? Or not? Nope, it's no longer a republic. He's a feudal lord. Look at the succession law. How? How do we do all these things? You're asking me to do complex things here. Right. Oh. Good old law. Don't you just like hover over the thing? Kingdom of Pentos. Agnatic cognatic primogeniture. Oh, he's renamed. Look, Lord Paramount. He's been renamed. There you go. There you go. Everything is fine now. Why is he doesn't own this bit though? Who owns this bit? Oh, hang on. Who owns all these little bits? Like, these little bits are all separate. That's Andalos. Little icon, lower left of the house icon. What house icon? Velvet Hills? Little house icon. Little icon, lower left of the house icon. Well, this here. Character screen. Oh, there! Feudal. Sorry. There it is. Feudal. Okay. So, if we go to Bravos then, for example. Who's in charge in these parts? Is Merchant Republic. Okay. Okay, perfect. Right. Okay. Anyway, the Iron Throne has expanded. Hello, Finley. So a couple of household knights are practicing. The cold-blooded Distrier and the warm-blooded Charger ambled towards each other. Ambled. The riders preparing to crush their lances against each other. I watched the Destrier crash to the ground with its rider crushed beneath him. Good fight? Are they deliberately trying to kill themselves? Let my doctor take a look at them. No. Yeah, good fight, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, very good, well done. Ambled. What kind of practice is that? Ambled. Put some effort in. How did you get crushed beneath a horse? You were ambling, that's why. Right, okay, so Mr. Pentos is creating some titles. Should we... Ooh, your son Miles is responding very well to my tuition. He's improved his skill and is advancing. Gained 2 diplomacy. Oh, 10 diplomacy already at age 11. Get in, my son. That's right, barrister. Get him told. Get him taught properly. He's taking over from me when I'm soon dead from depression. Right, okay, what have we got? Okay, good. Nothing much. How goes the war here for whatever the hell you're fighting for? We don't even know where Brandstone is yet. We've not even found it. Where is this Brandstone? That is, maybe it's here. Oh, there it is. So Brandstone is part of the High Lordship, isn't it? So High Lordship of River Run. Yeah. Oh, so this is a very malicious war from Tywin, isn't it? Quite the malicious one. Who's winning? Tywin the Eagle, 13% in his favour. You greedy swine. You greedy dog. Right, okay. Because we're in a state of depression, we're not going to push anything. We're not going to push anything. We're not going to plot and scheme for anything to happen. We're not even going to betroth our kids. We're depressed. We're just going to let the world come at us, and we'll deal with what we need to deal with in the least line of resistance. We're not bothered what happens. We're going to be a passenger, like tumbleweed in the wind. Just going to bumble through, hope that we survive, hope that we feel better in the future. We're not even getting our leg over. I mean, if there's a focus that we could change, we'd probably change it. Ooh, Lord Guthor. The tyranny of Lord Desmond. A very tyrannical man he is. I mean, look at this. Look at him. Does he look like he's got a tyrannical bone in his body? Looks could be deceiving, I suppose. I mean, he's a kind man. What's wrong with you? Okay. Oh, Dickon. That's not Dickon Lips, is it? Oh, it is. Oh, God. Dickon Lips. He likes to flip in just... He's like a photo bomber, isn't he? Your selfies. He's got to just put his oar in, hasn't he? God. Mr. Lips. Okay. Right. So I suppose now is a good time to start looking at things. If anybody wants to look at any characters in particular, see what's going on, now is the time to do it, because we ain't working. We're currently sat probably in our bedroom, passing the time away, maybe having a few drinks. We occasionally check in on our children, make sure they're doing all right. Occasionally we've seen peering into the yard where they're all training and sparring and hitting dummies with sticks. Occasionally give a little bit of a weak clap, Oh, well done, son. Oh, I'm off back to bed. Got the dressing gown on. It's cold. I almost banned Crazy Canuck because I thought it was a sex bot. Be careful where you're putting those lips, my friend. The King's Guard will be cool to see. The Small Council and Stannis. How long do boars live anyway? Boars live as long as we need them to live, okay? What are you trying to say? You're trying to say that Percy's dead? Maybe that's why we're depressed. Maybe we missed a trick here. Percy died. How long do boars live? What's the average? I would take a guess that a boar would be quite similar to, I don't know, a dog? No, I reckon. Don't tell me. Somebody please Google the average life expectancy of a boar. I reckon about 15. 10 to 14. Look at that. Not a bad guess. Quite similar to a dog. Okay, so Percy's probably long dead. When did we start this LP? We were 36 or something. It's not been 10 years yet. 20 in captivity. Well, clearly he's in captivity. He's been treated like a king. Okay, he's our boar. How long have we been going for this campaign? Can we see when the campaign started? Okay, he didn't go very far, did he? He's finished his royal progress at Horn Hill. So I don't think we've been playing for 20 years yet, have we? I don't think so. We weren't 27 when we started. I think we were like 32. 16 years. Okay, so if we had our boar as a boarlet, as a cub or whatever, which we did because we killed its mother, it's probably coming close. Probably coming close is old Percy. He's got a few greys in his hair, walking a bit with a limp, got arthritis. So he's just about still going. Right, so yeah. As for the falcon, however, falcons live, I'm sure, birds live for ages, don't they? A lot of birds live till, some like parrots, they live like 60 years. easily. I don't know about falcons quite so much. Anybody average age of a falcon? I reckon 30 for a falcon. Maybe 25. What do we reckon? A falcon! 13! Is that it? Wow, that's a massive difference between a parrot and a falcon, right? Guess the falcon's dead. No more Beaky. Unless we've... maybe we've got it stuffed. Bit of taxidermy. Oh, sorry! Right, the White Book. Here we go. Here's a list of the members of the King's Guard. Current members. We've got Sir Andre Dalt. Andre Dalt. Oh. Really? Robert, come on now. Look at the state of this man. Okay, actually, to be fair, fighting skill rather than martial. 110. Not bad. Brave, temperate, slothful, but patient. Kingsguard, a formidable fighter. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong stat. It's the personal combat. Yeah, we won't mess with him certainly. So he's pretty decent. Sir Justin Massey. Look at that symbol. Bloody psychedelic. Put your 3D glasses on. 28. He's okay, not bad. He's a bit stressed, maybe quite new to the role, but kind, honest, a bit paranoid. A skilled fighter. This is the best the realm can muster. One of Stannis' men. Interesting. Right, okay, excellent. We've got Sir Justin Massey. Oh, that's the same fella. Sir Victor Whitewater. Whitewater, we've heard of House Whitewater, surely, have we? I recognise that name, surely. No? House Whitewater? 2 living members. Maybe not. Maybe not. Sounds like a familiar name. 70 fighting skill, not bad. Temperate, craven, content, a family man. Makes no difference here, does it? Skilled fighter, knight, and strong. Yes, strong. Look at this man. Yes, Victor Whitetower. Right, that's pretty decent. We've got Sir Jocelyn the Star of King's Landing. Jocelyn now House Bywater, I've definitely heard of. He's got 85, pretty decent. But he's a lunatic. A duelist, brave, honest, temperate, zealous, skilled fighter, pretty good in martial as well. Sir Jocelyn the Star. Yes. 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 Sir Malcolm Branfield. Branfield again, a name I recognise. I don't know why, but I do. Why do I recognise House Branfield? Because of the Foresters! Because of the Foresters! The Telltale game! I knew I recognised the name! You know when you recognise the name but you just don't know where from? I've heard of you from somewhere before. Yes, you have. Remember House Forrester? Oh, yes, I do remember House Forrester. The Forresters are here. So that's Sir Malcolm Branfield. 70 fighting skill, just, and all the rest of it, pretty decent. Raymond Darry, House Darry, definitely heard of them. 70 fighting skill, pretty decent too. Brave, trained fighter. And then, of course, the vain Lord Commander Jaime Lannister, 32. Look at him. He can't help but smirk in his portrait, for God's sake. Gregarious but ruthless. 22 martial, 150 personal combat skill. A duelist, a formidable fighter and a knight. Yes, okay, Sir Jaime, we get the picture. We get the picture. Very good. You ass. Okay, notable past member... notable past member and notable past Lord Commander. Lord Commander Aemon the Dragon Knight. Don't want to touch any Targaryens for fear of spoilers for House of the Dragon, to be honest with you. But anyway, so that is the current Kingsguard. Looks pretty decent, to be honest with you. Apart from the Lord Commander, Mr. Dalt is probably the next best fighter there. Yeah. So, are we paused through this? Yeah, okay, so that's that. So what else we wanted to see was the small council. Let's have a look at the small council. Whilst we're here. Here is a list of those currently on the small council. Oh, we get a list. We get a list. Perkin, Gilbert, Commander Gowan, Grand Maester Marwyn is still there. Master Julian. That's not Julian's. It can't be, he's dead. Septon Oliver. Lord Renfield Riker. Paramount Dennis. Paramount Desmond Caswell as the High Admiral. And we've got the Warden of the East and the Warden of the South. Is there a better way to see this? Is there a better way to see the small council? Actual portraits? Oh! Ooh! We've got a bit of a revolt risk chance. Somebody's ticked off the peasants here. Hang on a second. Hang on just a moment. Gone too far down. Right, Amberley. Let's get back onto the control shift methodology. There we go. What I wanted to do, there's one of these that is good for pacifying. Yeah, that one. Pacify. Should we pacify? Are we that bothered? I don't think it's that much of a risk of a revolt, is it? I don't think we need to do anything here. Okay. Oh, we're still ill. Hello, Hauler. We're still ill. Robert is punishing Dennis. Balon Greyjoy is the Warden of the East. You couldn't be any further west, could you, to be honest with you? You couldn't be any further west. To be called the Warden of the East is quite the insult to Dennis. Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright. That was a very short-lived affair. So we've got 168 gold pieces. Any ideas what we might want to do with our 160 odd gold pieces? I mean, one option is we could start to look at expanding Amberley a little bit, if we really wanted to. I mean, there is the option of creating a King's Guard. Somebody's been hanged. Oh dear. Buy a knighthood. I don't think we want to buy anything at the moment. We're probably going to die very shortly. Can you actually lose depression? Ooh, a plot is brewing in Storm's. I mean, obviously we're in Storm's End right now. Obviously we're not at home at Amberley. We're actually at Storm's End right now. So, I mean, we're supposed to be working, not doing too much work. Oops, a daisy. But what plot has been uncovered here? What plot? Whose plot? Can we create any plots right now? Some rescue missions and some murdery stuff. Known plots. It's alright, Redley. There's no plots here. No plots here, sir. Don't worry about such trivial matters. Woo! Woohoo! Look who's popped his clogs. Tywin Lannister died of stress. We shouldn't go waging wars, and should you, pal? Eh? Shouldn't go waging wars. That's what you get. All over a little bit of Branstone. That's what you get. So, yes, Tywin Lannister at age 56 has died of stress. Severe stress. And look who is taken over as Lord Paramount of the Westerlands. None other than Tyrion. Tyrion's in charge. An ugly dwarf who is a genius. And a knight. Really? Okay, he's got the observations upon the recent bloodletting on the Sept Stones. He's got the true account of Adama and Duskendale's journeys, and a fine set of armour and a composite bow. Quite the little collection. Enjoy it, Tyrion. Enjoy. We'll see what he gets up to. Thrust into a war straight away. Not always the best conditions to find yourself in when you come to power, but hey. Okay, so we're making about we're making 161 gold per month here as things tootle along. Oh, let's have a look. This might be our oldest child. Miles Topcliffe has now reached the ripe old age of 12 and needs an education focus. Let's take a look at his education and see what we want to do with him. So, we can either go with stewardship education, we can go with an intrigue education, which is good for fussy but not so good for affectionate. We can go with a martial education, we can go with a diplomatic education, which is not good for fussy but it's good for affectionate, or we could go for a learning. Wouldn't I be mad? Learning isn't available, by the way. Oh, Westerosi characters are not allowed to use this focus. They must instead undergo training at the Citadel as a maester to gain a learning education. Aha! If we want... Okay, interesting. So if we wanted, for example, one of our sons to become a maester, how would we do that? Just out of interest. Can we specify people to become maesters if we wanted them to be? Or would that be done through a faction, maybe? I don't know. Okay. I mean, I think it would be stewardship or diplomatic. Given that he's showing strength in diplomacy, quite tempted to go diplomacy, to be honest. They need to do it themselves. Do maesters lose their claims? All these questions. Okay. Well, not that we want any of our sons to be maesters right now, but we've got an interesting concept in the future, perhaps. Right, I think diplomatic education. I mean, diplomacy, stewardship. Of course, having diplomacy is going to be useful too, so we'll go with that one. At what point would you or the more conniving Sir Gerald Gower consider a border skirmish? I'm not there. The penalties are too harsh. Too harsh, man. No border skirmishes just yet. We're not that desperate. And if he wants to go swan off to another court because we not pressed his claim like he did the first time, let him crack on. Off you go, pal. We've got other men that could take your job. Don't hold me to ransom. Right, we're going diplomacy focus. Kind of 50-50. Kind of cancel each other out, which makes me think that even that focus would be fine. But no, we'll go with that. You know, we'll trust in his strengths. See how he turns out. Ooh, what quality of education would you like to purchase for your son? I spend highly 40 gold, exceptional education, plus 4 to learning. Learning is the primary attribute that affects education outcome. A very good tutor at 20 gold, a basic equipment, or just the very essentials. I mean, this is our firstborn, our heir. Of course. Hello, got cash burning a hole in our pocket here. We want the best. We want the best. Oh, spending big. Throw him that money. Get him low. I want him drowning in books. I want him choking on the pages. I'm sick of books. I'm sick of books, Father. It's good. Read. Knowledge is power, child. Learn all the family histories. Learn them all off by heart. I want you to know every damn family in this land, past and present, so that you know exactly what's going on diplomatically, so you have the upper hand. And learn it 5 times over. But you don't do anything. Yes, well, I'm depressed now. Go away. Lord William of Newkeep accepted a peace offer. Oh, another High Septon has died. Rob did something and I've skipped it. Tragic news. Yes, very tragic. We'll say a prayer when I can be bothered. Drown in the... Oh, hello, King High. Welcome. It's good to remain as Barristan's ward and move him to another character. Is Renly a diplomacy character? No, in Barristan we trust. A young artist is working on a divine icon of the Father. This aspect of the Seven representing judgment. He needs sponsorship to finish it, so we can place it in our own sept. I pray for guidance. 5 gold, fine. I don't need any more bad luck at this moment in time. Fine. Take it away. My bloody tournament winnings are evaporating before my very eyes here. Hello, Hank. He's got some diplomacy. Not the best, has he? Should we stick him with a high diplomacy person? We could switch him to... Morton Terry had a high diplomacy, didn't he? Where's Morton? He had 17. Charismatic negotiator. And he's also a knight. Lordship of Skagos. Yes, Skagos is literally right up here, right? It's like there, I think. This is Skagos now. Round about here? Yeah. Only reason why I know that is because I started up here once in a playthrough that lasted all of about 4 days or something before I got bored. Because I was playing it off camera. Right, fine. Fine. There's a king beyond the wall. Beyond the wall. King Varamir Sixskins of Beyond the Wall. Look at the state of the man. So there is a king beyond the wall. Indeed there is. He's got 1,000 men. He's not going to do much with that, is he? Look at that. What's all this stuff? The other lands, the West Shelf. Chief Adol of the Great Ice River. Chief Walrus. Oh dear. Jorah Mormont has been had his title revoked. Rob is on the warpath here. He's come of age and he's suddenly stripping people of titles. Okay. Poor old Jorah. Now landless. His father died a natural death a few years ago. 3 years ago, in fact. Okay, Rob, you keep going, sir. You keep going. Keep revoking those titles. Invite him to your court. Oh, he's lost more land. Look at that. Oh, this isn't Tyrion's fault, though. He just took over the wall. But Branstone is now in the hands of the Westerlands. Good old Hoster. Losing wars left, right and centre. Ooh! Ooh, 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 ooh! King Robert has decided to exile John. Exile him? Where's he gone now? He's now down here in Volantis. That is the same John, right? Yep, John is now in Volantis. Oh dear. Why has he done that? Sir Harris Hedgeway has arrived at my call. Who the hell are you? Nice watch. Why has he arrived at my call? Who are you? A black brother. Has he come? Has he come for? Has he come for some prisoners to take up back north? He's been educated by Lord Escalating of Vallis here. Night Watch might be recruit. That's what I was thinking. Hey, take your hands off my chaps. I've got nobody in prison and nobody I wish to donate to your cause. Goodbye. Are we gonna get a an event? You have to sacrifice somebody to the cause. Do I now? I don't think I do, actually. I don't think I do. I think you're mistaken. Befriend the Tudburys. Lord Michael. Lord Michael, sir. No. Lord Michael looks very similar to Eric. Kind of similar. Let's not go too far, you know, very similar. I mean, clearly we are the far better looking fella, apart from the bags under the eyes, you know, apart from that. Clearly we've had a hard life, you know, it's not easy running a highly effective lordship, being in service, the right hand to the Lord Paramount, clearly, taking his toll on me. Right, Moat Kaelin. Whoa! Well, we're not that depressed. We're not that depressed. Clearly, perhaps we're trying to power our way through the depression with some side activities. Excellent. Oh dear. Again, we are in Storm's End, by the way, but I'm sure we're fritting back and forth. More revocations from Lord Paramount Rob, who's clearly having a clean out up north. Clearly. As soon as he's coming to power, that's like the reign of tyranny begin. You don't like to cut your jib. Get out with you. You looked at me funny. Out you go. And who the hell are you? Bought favour. Bloody hell, Rob, chill out, man. It's peaceful times here. No need for this hullabaloo. There's a glitch. If a Stark has Moat Kaelin, the other Starks will just imprison whoever is there and take it. Uh-oh. What a specific glitch. Okay, well in that case, glitch away. Yeah, he's Faith of the Seven, is a Riverman. Completely different turn, but nonetheless, still in charge. 16. Oh, hang on, we've got a bit of a situation here. What's this? Oh, Tyrion's hanging people. Lord Patrek of Seaguard. Right, anyway, somebody wanted to see how Stannis was doing, I think. Did somebody want to see how Stannis was doing? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Anyway, Stannis is still here. He's 35. He's still Lord of Dragonstone. He's High Almoner of the Iron Throne. He's Commander as well. He's not on the Council. But he's still pretty amicable with his brother. Where's old Baelish? Where's little Baelish? Little Pattaya. Does he have any of these fingery things? There he is, little finger. Midlaw Point, 31. Lord of Midlaw Point. He's the commander of the Vale. Don't know if he's actually on the council anymore. Or would it say if he was on the council here? Nope, just a commander now. Yeah, that's what you get. You scheming, conniving little so-and-so. Clearly not a right lot. That went a bit south, didn't it? Right, yes, this Rainwood claim, still taking its time. Will we ever claim it before we die, somebody asked, and the answer clearly is no. Clearly not. Right, let's have a look. Let's maybe do something else. I'm thinking we need to carouse our way out of this depression. Clearly, we need something, right? We need something. We've had our subjuction. We've had our bit of a rumpy-pumpy time. We're pumping out kids. 5 kids, ambition. Could have been a goer. But yeah, we're feeling down. We've been down for a while, and we think to ourselves that a bit of feasting, a bit of partying. We need to do something to power our way out of this depression. We can't be moping for all of our days. So Eric has finally bit the bullet and decided that we're going to see if we can lift our own spirits here. You know what I mean? We've got another kid coming along. Our child is looking at us for inspiration. We can't be seen to be moping our way around the house. So, do you know what? Eric's bright idea is going to celebrate. He's going to party his way out of this depression. Yes. Invite to carousing, clearly, is going to be used on somebody. Right. Lord Renly, sir, would you like to carouse? Let's get back on the Renly befriending mission. Yeah, we'll have a good carouse. I mean, he doesn't like this kind of thing, Renly. We know this. A private feast. Yes, we'll do a carousing with our Lord. Why not? Perhaps that's to lift our spirits, bit of that. And then we're going to hold a feast whilst we're at it as well. We'll have a private feast, and then we'll have a public feast. You can invite multiple people to carouse. Unfortunately, I cannot join you for merrymaking, but thank you for your kind invitation. Oh, you miserable sod. You miserable swine. Right, we're going to carouse with our entire court, then. We're going to invite all of the courtiers that we have a positive opinion of to carouse. We like you. Carouse with you. Females aren't exempt, of course. Rogar, really like you. You come to carouse with me as well, my lender. Of course, you'll be carousing as well. There's food there, so you'll be happy. Ella, you come as well. Carouse with you. And who are you? Adina? I don't know, but you look like you could do with some carousing. And Pera? No, not overly keen on you. Children can't carouse, I don't think. Well, maybe they can. No, okay. Maester, you life and soul of the party. You've got children to teach. Liera, one of my former lovers. Come, carouse. Derwald. Yes, I can put up with you. You come to carouse as well. Morton Terry clearly has to carouse with us. Half of these people will be like, nah, I'm a bit busy. Mr. Rogers? No, you're the new fella that came that was pretty average in your job. I don't know how you've passed the interview. Ricard? My Septon? Clearly you don't want to carouse. It's probably against your morals or something. Gower, yes, come hither, Gower. Monfrid? Monfrid? Oh, let's get to know you, Monfred. Ask to leave court. Oh, carouse with you, Monfred. Alaric? Perhaps not. I don't know. Julian. Mr. Twitchy. Yes, come, Mr. Twitchy, come. Sansa. No, don't like you, Sansa. Something about your eyes. Shady. Gladden. No. Not you either, Mr. Gladden. And then Tancred. Oh no, Tancred was the new guy. Got to invite the king? Of course we do. Come on, Robert. Come join the party. Don't miss out now. And let's invite some of the fellow council members. Is there too many people? Is there a limit to how many people we can ask to carouse? We need to invite everybody on this council to carouse, including Shira, clearly. It's carouse with everybody. This is supposed to be... Not you. Not you either. Invite you people. That's right. Come hither. Come. This is going to be the party to end all parties. We hope. Right, let's try that. Is that enough people? Let's see how many people turn up to this damn thing. No, Renly has already told us no. Sorry, he's already lost his chance to join this great party we're about to have. Of course I will feast with you. I will bring my best appetite for revelry, says Liera. This will be fun. Dearly, of course I will feast with you, says Sir Morton Terry, as we would expect. So, yes, of course, says Monfrid. No, I'm a bit busy, says Ella. I'm spy master and can't really deal with that. No, says Now, but I've given you a promotion, you swine. No, I'm just very busy, just running the realm whilst you're in Storm's End. Just got lots on my plate. Yes, of course I will carouse, says Mr. Twitchy. Very good, of course, says Derwald Justicar. You should have said no because you're trying to get me a claim. You should be saying no, but fine. We've got, who's this? Rogar, he's coming, and who's this? Aha! Alan, the Lord Admiral of the Stormlands is coming, and Lady Shira's not turning up. Well, that's not a problem. Could have caused a bit of a scene, couldn't it? Here cometh my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is actually also on the council as an advisor to Renly. Interesting. Gower, probably still upset that we're not pressed his claim yet. John Thorne, yeah, he's probably a bit... Look at him, he looks a bit stuck up anyway. Doesn't know how to party. Of course, Adina's coming. And, of course, Barristan's coming. Barristan surprises me. And my wife. Food, you say? Of course I'm coming. And the king. Oh, the king's not coming. Oh, why? Oh, the Justicar of the Stormlands isn't coming. But we have the treasurer of the Stormlands coming. So quite a mix. Quite a mix there. Do we have to actually do something to start this party? I kind of want to... do we have to do anything to start this party, or does it just happen? I don't want to miss out now. We've got loads of people coming, apparently. Right, okay. So our Falcon clearly only lives to age about 13, but is now clearly gone. Beaky, bit the dust. That's probably what caused our depression, now that we think about it properly. Anyway, however, the falconer is expecting me, as a new hunting bird has arrived and awaits my inspection. So now we are looking to replace Beaky with a new falcon. Would this help us to cure our depression? Beaky has left us, and now we have a new falcon to inspect. No, yes, let's go. You know what? Let's go hunting right now. Let us go test this new bird, see if it's to our tastes. And if it is, we need to give it a name as our second falcon. Oh, another daughter! Another daughter! Tweety. Tweety. I quite like it. Takes me back to my days of Tweety Pie. Anyway, didn't we say we were going to name our daughter something specific? After Amber? Brelina, that was it. That was it. I seem to remember that we were going to call our child something in the previous one, and we've deferred it by one. So here is now Brelina. Not sick, are you? No? Good. Good child. Good child. This 6-year-old Herlinda. Yeah. Playful and conscientious. Uh-oh. Righteous imprisonment. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's done something? Who's done something? Yeah, we didn't. We switched our ambition to befriend Lord Paramount Renly, which clearly isn't working right now. Maybe Herlinda should be doing Marshal. Nah, I don't think so. Having her fighting? My eldest daughter? No. We'll get her married off to an honest man. To a woman marshal. What is this madness? Clearly not. Maybe a younger child. Osmira Storm can do the fighting, maybe. Tweaky or Plucky. Are we gonna get an event for our falconing pick? Anyway, who are we imprisoning here? Uh-oh. What's she done? What has she done? Oh, she's plotting. She's plotting something. Oh, hang on. John. Replace Lord John Penrose believes that he would be a better castellan than Lord Eric Topcliffe. Excuse me? John Penrose? Oh, Courtney's died. Oh, Courtney Penrose has died. 2 years ago. We're a bit slow to the party, aren't we? So Courtney's gone. So we've lost that alliance then. Yeah, we've lost that alliance, and we still got alliance with our brother-in-law. But Courtney Penrose, whose daughter we're betrothed to with him, is now her brother, John Penrose, who we could actually look to get an alliance with, because still close enough relation. Actually wants to see himself as castellan. The depression makes Eric realise that, yeah, clearly not a Twitter user or whatever, you know. Get all the news at your fingertips. Clearly not. Where's, not to mention that Courtney Penrose was a council member. Where's Courtney Penrose? I've not seen him at a council meeting for 2 years. He's dead, actually. Is he? Oh, I just thought I went on holiday. Thought I was on a career break. Right, okay. He's a lunatic. Clearly wants to replace us as castellan. So clearly there's something not right upstairs. We get that. Yeah, makes sense. Do we want to... yeah, clearly there's a bit of political concerns going on. He wants our job. So, okay. Interesting. One to keep an eye on. Potential rivalry? Maybe. Maybe not. But, not only that, but our wife, Lady Mylenda, wants to replace Sir Barristan. She wants to become regent. I mean, that's not like crime of the century, is it? I mean, she's plotting it. She's plotting it. We could ask her to end the plot, because clearly you're not going to be replacing Barristan as my regent, Mylenda. I've told you till I'm blue in the face. You're not doing it, right? Barristan is a very capable man. So stop this foolishness, all right? You're just muddying the waters. All right? Yeah? All right. Stop it off. And as for you, Gower, stop backing the plot. Stop this nonsense. Right now. I won't hear another word about it. It's probably Gower's idea. It probably was, yeah. Yes, damn right you accept my demand. You don't want to tick me off. In this current state of mind that I'm in, I'm preparing a grand feast here. Uh-oh. Deep down peasant revolt. Are you sure you want to do that? What? It's all the way in the north. Okay, enjoy. Right, she's stopping a plot. Very good. It was misplaced. Misplaced foolishness. Aha! My guests have arrived! Aha, for the private feast I have arranged. Excellent. It's time to let the carousing and the merriment begin. Surely this is what the doctor ordered, what the maester ordered, to relieve us of this depression. Come on now, let's get this party started. I mean, I don't know what food we've got or entertainment, but I'm sure it will be top-notch. Top-notch. Maybe that's why Narbert can't make it, because he's been the one preparing the feast. Actually, rust off his feet. Too busy ensuring that it goes smoothly, for fear of losing his job. It's great to spend time carousing in merry company. While the cups are being refilled, Rogar brings out a strange board with little decorated pieces, explaining that it's kind of a strategy game. This is our good friend Rogar, by the way. Okay. He assures me that it's a great pastime that combines well with copious amounts of drink. Any excuse for a drink? Not a problem. However, Rogar, if you should know something about me, it's that I don't play these kind of games unless money is involved. Just ask the bookmaker at the last tournament that I fleeced. We played for a few hours, the tides of fortune ebbing and flowing as I tried to attack my opponent's positions without opening my defence too much. Eventually I found a critical opening, made a few inspired and aggressive moves, and won the game. Of course we did. This is surely lifting us out of our depression. We're winning money, we're winning games, we're drinking. Yes, he's a dab hand at table topping. Want to try some Pathfinder, buddy? All right. Next Pathfinder character, Eric, the Magus. Eric, the competent Magus. You heard it here first, folks. Right. The revelling and carousing is over. We have lost depression. Woohoo! I actually didn't expect it to work. I didn't realise that this actually would lift our depression. Oh no, it's a 30% chance. Oh, I thought it was certain. I got a bit giddy. 30% chance. Oh, please. Dice roll gods. Come on. You're playing with a tabletop expert here. Let the D20s be in our favour. Come on! Oh! Oh, we're still depressed. Oh, right. Fine. We've not had enough merriment. It's time for a feast. Oh, okay. Oh. What's happening? Robert the Rake has inherited King's Landing from somebody. That's fine. War against the tyranny of King Robert the Rake. Lord Aenys of Rosby. Oh. War of tyranny? Oh, it's all. Oh, how, ho, ha, ha. Oh. Woo. Oh dear. I rolled a 1. Yeah. Where's Chris? Is Chris here? Lurking in the background, Chris, are you? I sense your presence here. Right. The realm is in a state of war. What war is this? This is the war. This is the peasant revolt. We tried to get rid of depression. It almost worked. But we're probably feeling a little bit perkier. I'd like to think we're feeling a little bit perkier. We're riding the flow of the feast and the victory of the body. You know, it's kind of lifted. We're still not completely there, because depression, proper real life depression, not this kind of I'm depressed that people throw around nowadays. Talking proper deep-rooted depression. You know, it's one of those kind of things, isn't it? You know, on the face of it, you're doing fine, but it's always that dark thing going on in the background. So yes, we've had our spirits lifted, but still whatever is at the back of the old head, still there, painting a smile on your face and looking happy to your peers and your friends, and everything seems okay. But behind closed doors, there's always that little something. Anyway, state of war, and he wants us to provide men to Fine. Yeah, whatever. We'll support the throne. We'll support the throne, Renly. Not a problem. I don't know what this war's about. I'm not committing men to it, but by gum, I support it. Ooh. Uh-oh. Why have we got a position, Commander of Amberley? Who's dead? Who's died? We've lost a commander. No. No. Terry. Where's Morton Terry? Is Terry gone? Morton Terry must be dead. Unless... No, it can't be. It can't be. How do we find Morton Terry? Where's his kids? Rogar Terry. Where's your dad? Show me. Oh, he's died. He has. Morton Terry. No. Poor health at age 44. The hero of Tudbury Hall has popped his clogs. That means we've lost a bodyguard too. The Slayer of John Connington has... I mean, he was a giant of a man. And people that are like giants, they do live shorter lives, don't they? In general. Something to do with the chromosomes, I don't know. The DNA makeup, I'm not an expert in these things. Right, join the opposition. Who's on the opposition? Who was his wife? Okay. Yeah, we should really... We shouldn't just gloss over the death like he was, you know. He was the man that killed John Connington. He was the hero of Tudbury Hall. Twice. Second time he came under the command of Barristan, but nonetheless he was still present when we put down the uprising here. Never mind. But he was a good character. Right, we need a commander. How do we summon a commander forth? Employ new courtier? Does that also stretch to commanders? Let's have a look at minor titles here. So we lost a bodyguard as well out of that. So we've got no suitable bodyguards, and we've got no suitable. Have we got a suitable? Nah, but our Castellan and commander seems a bit. Like he's going to be a bit busy. Oh, we've got Glendon. Do you know what? We'll give Glendon a chance. He's probably a little bit angry because he's not on the council. I want to be on the council. Wants a seat on the council. Well, you're not having a seat on the council, but you can have a seat on the commander's chair. How about that? Give you something. Better than nothing, right? Okay, so we've got one bodyguard less. Are there any fighting men in the realm that we can invite across? Not really. Not really. My God, we really are scratching here, aren't we? Scratching. Really are scratching. I mean, even if we put join core any, does that also include people that are like swayable? Diplo range, yes. Just intrigued if there's like there, look. So when you put yes, I don't think it counts people that have this swayable position. Anyway, we're going to search the realm rather than all. That's better. Some of these people are swayable. Like commander of Blue Grove, Oris. It's not too far away, 22. And we could sway him with a very small bribe and bring him across. Okay, that works for me. Oris of Blue Grove, where are you? What's Oris of Blue Grove? He's literally right next door. I liken this to a bit of poaching. You're next door, not unreasonable that we would know our neighbours, staff members. Very capable commander, very capable commander indeed. He's a bit greedy, arbitrary, stubborn, but he's a hunter, we can get on well there. He's a skilled fighter, which is all we need. Brilliant commander. Stormlander, which always helps. 22 martial. Fighting ability, 70, pretty decent. 43. Sir Oris wants to get married. Yeah. 15. Ooh. Yeah, do you know what? It's worth it. We need a commander, we need another bodyguard. Come forth to the court. Invite to the court. Perfect. And just the one will do. We're not that desperate. Just the one replacement for now. But likewise, we could then also pilfer better treasurers with the same kind of situation if we ever found any. Stefan. 13. Nah, not that good. Okay, just the one for now. Just the one poaching from next door. I hope you don't mind, Edric, but just taking one of your commanders. Sorry about that. Excellent. Excellent. Right, Sir Oris, welcome to the fold, and I could make him a commander actually also, but I've kind of given it to Master Glendon. So you can cut your teeth as my bodyguard first, and then if I'm impressed with you, then I'll promote you to commander. How about that? Yeah, you got to prove yourself first. Yes. Excellent. Right. So we have a new bodyguard. We'll go on a couple of hunts in the future, I'm sure. Oh, we've gone grey. We've gone grey. Can't we dye our hair? Uh-oh. We've got a message here. Request council support from our brother-in-law. Support me by voting with me. What are we voting for? I will owe you a favour. Now, this is our brother-in-law, who's our ally, so having a favour with him probably is a good thing. I don't know what we're voting for, though. Can we find that out? He's the advisor. He's the advisor, and he's loyal to the crown, is he? There's a lot of gaps here. Ooh, he's pragmatic, so he's all in favour of keeping the realm smallish. Do you know what? He's the advisor. We're going to trust that he's probably giving good advice. Does it tell you what? It will be one of these obligations, won't it? Maybe it's one of these laws. I don't know. Vote with me on the council. If we click on the council tab, sometimes they tell you. Sometimes it shows you what they're voting for, but I don't think it does here. Okay. Do you know what? Gives us a favour. Gives us a favour. So what can we do? Let's have a look. I can't remember what favours do. Make someone vote like you in the council. Make someone vote like you in the succession. Prevent a command to cease hostilities from your liege. Also, if our liege owes us a favour, we can prevent him from asking us to cease hostilities. That's quite useful, actually. Ask our liege to press one of our claims. Start a law vote. Okay, force acceptance of arranged marriage. Force acceptance of educate child. Would he be good at educating a child? He's not bad, you know. We could force him to educate our son. Just, ambitious, kind, proud, grey eminence, pretty decent diplomacy. What else is there? Owes you a favour. So educate a child, arrange marriage. Ooh, so we've got full reign on his kids, if they're not already betrothed and married. I shall take Morton. No, they're obviously all older than my kids, but okay. So forced acceptance of a marriage, forced acceptance of an education, acceptance ending or backing plots, forced acceptance of an invite to court proposal. Force acceptance of a call to arms, embargo, force someone to join a faction, force your liege to give you a council position. Also quite interesting. I'll never remember all of those. But, yeah, for him, because he's not a liege, I think the most likely ones are going to be arranging a marriage, educating a child, maybe backing a plot, perhaps. And that's really about it. We could force him to we could force him to help us in a war. He's going to help us anyway, I think, because he's an ally. But you never know. So we'll bear that favour in mind. Should ever we need to use it. Okay, let's have a look at this war that we're supposed to be involved with. Let's click on Robert first. So what we're looking for, sorry. If we start a faction, he's the most powerful in the Stormlands. Could be useful to add him to your power. Yeah, yeah. So we are defending against the Peasant Revolt, and we are defending against Lord Aenys of Rosby in Tyranny of King Robert the Rake, and then we've also got the who's joined the war here. So we've got Princess Ariane, Lord Paramount Renly, Lord Paramount Hoster, Lord Paramount Desmond, Lord Paramount Dennis. No sign of Tyrion yet, or Mr. Stark. But nonetheless, quite a decent following there for the king, who is now how old? 38. And at the 300, someone did mention that we are now at the proper timescale for Game of Thrones, as in the books and the series. I think Robert will win this. I think you might be right. I think you might have that one. Anyway, we were supposed to be having a feast, weren't we? Can we have a feast? Yeah, screw it, I'm having a feast. All my vassals will be there. One vassal. Okay, we're not gonna push the boat out on this feast though. Oh, another peasant revolt. Oh, Desmond of the Reach. Lots of peasant revolts happening here. The peasants are rising. The peasants are rising. How's Pentos? Pentos still okay? Yep. Mr. Blue Hair still in charge. Okay, the best part of the feast is what foods to have. I'm going to spend just about enough food to satisfy people because my wife is a little bit... You know what I mean? We try to help her here. We're trying to help her. You don't give an addict something more of what they're addicted to, do you? We give them a bit less. She's addicted to food, we give her a bit less food. Still hasn't helped her, but we're trying. Come... Ooh, okay, there's one war over. Oh! What's this one? This one we are losing. For how long though? Ooh. Ooh, that one's got... Army of Sir Jaime. That can't be Jaime Lannister, surely. Can't be. Can it? No. Can't be. Can it? You reckon? Where's Tyrion? Okay, so what is he doing? Leading troops in Hayford. Oh, Tyrion's on the side of the enemy. Huh. Oh. Lord Commander of the King's Guard is against his own king. Oh my God. What on earth is happening here? Oh dear. This is quite the situation. The commander of the King's Guard has risen up against his own king. Well. Oh dear. Let's see how this pans out. 13,000 men. This is Tyrion's doing. 28k men he's got. This could be quite a situation. Tyrion and Jaime on the same page here. This is a shame of the will be shame for a century. Holy cow! Meanwhile, in Amberley, we're thinking about which travelling dancers shall we have for our feast for two. Who cares about what's happening further afield? I've got more pressing issues. Do I have this dancer or do I have this dancer? Oh, do you know what? I'm going to have no dancers because my guests don't need dancers. Thank you. Or do they need dancers? No. I don't want dancers. I want naked people. Bring back those naked people that came to my other feast. Lady Mylender seeks to kill Lady Shira. Oh, this is indeed very interesting news. My wife maybe knows something that I didn't think she realised, or maybe this is a pure coincidence, but she's trying to kill a woman who coveted after me and I caved in and gave her what she wanted. Holy flipping cow. Do you know what? Do you know what? You crack on. I wanted rid of her off the council anyway. Crack on, Mylender. If you can do what you're doing better than I. And then we can feign ignorance. Did you know your wife's plotting to kill me? Is she? Do I look like I know my wife is trying to kill you? I'm depressed. I don't know what the wife's doing. I'm here, she's in flipping Amberley. Join her plot. Would we go that far? Oh. I'm feasting, hang on. The guests have arrived. One guest. This is a feast for one. Mylander's ecstatic. How many people coming to your feast? Just the one. Just the one? You mean there's going to be lots of food left over? No, because we've cooked for one. We've cooked for a feast for two, Mylender. Alright. There's not going to be no food left over. Plot uncovered! Man, what's happening here? Plots galore. Robert's in trouble. A minor noble by the name of Sir Duran Foxon requests remedy. What's happening here? As he recently received land near Amberley by writ of the Lord, but when he came to occupy the land, there were already armed men present who assaulted him, carried off his goods, and ousted his for her land. Oh, dearie me. Okay, well, no, we haven't. Yeah, nothing yet. Nothing yet. I will send someone to restore order and peace. I can only but grant you refuge, and you want me to do what exactly? Oh, I know we're depressed, but are we that bad? I mean, we're clearly taking. We're palming it off onto what's his face. Narbut, who essentially is our Chandra. Nowhere near as good, clearly, but he's our Chandra. You know what I mean? Can you just deal with it, please? You know what you're doing. I'm trying to eat some pheasant here. Okay, well, I think in my wisdom as Castellan, relatively reasonably decent Castellan, that clearly this is besmirchment, and should we allow this to go on, people are going to think of you as a ruler that doesn't respect his people, and rumours could fly, and the peasants are already a bit upset with the tithes that Rogar's been trying to collect. I think we need to restore the order and the peace here, just to ensure that things maintain a semblance of order. It's going to cost us a little bit out of the treasury, but we can afford it. Yes, that's fine. Whatever you think's best. Summer is nearly at an end, and so autumn and the harvest is upon us. The feasting shall celebrate this time with food from throughout Amberley. Boar, goose in berries, salmon and lobster, all brought to Amberley for a feast for two. I can just picture my lender in the background dribbling down her chin at this luscious food that's been prepared. That's going to go to waste, clearly. Oh dear. No, depression isn't gone. We failed the roll. So, how much harvest is set aside for winter? No, we should put a large reserve of grain for the winter. Usual reserves will suffice, or we need this harvest now. Well, considering it's a feast for one, I think we should put away some winter. I mean, how harsh is winter down here? I don't think we're going to get I don't think we get harsh winters down here, do we? Seems like a nice sunny place. I mean, Dawn is like a desert, is it not? This is up the north. The usual reserves will suffice. Bloody hell. My wife is going to take most of the reserves. As much as we try to help her, we're not going to be able to do it. Right, I need to blow my nose. Bear with me, folks. Oops, I'm trying to get the right shortcut key here. Ah, that's better. Okay. Right. My ears have popped though, so I can't hear properly. So, Harrion Stark, slayed by Lord Howland of the Neck during a trial by combat. What relation are you? You're the brother of Rob, Harrion Stark. Oh dear. They're random. Winters could be 2 years, could be 10. Oh dear. Let's hope it's brief then. We've not given them much of a surplus to work with, have we? Right, so Gerald Gower has used his attendance of the feast in Amberley to present a petition for justice before the court. He claims that Sir Barristan Selmy sullied his honour by having illicit relations with his wife. Again! Again! Are you sure it's not the first? Are you sure this is not... Sure you're not got a bit of a forgetful memory, Sir Gower? Didn't you really deal with this situation the last time we came here? I think that this is a repeat situation. I trust... Yes, but this was last time. This was last time. We've dealt with this already once. Haven't we? This is backwards. No. This is clearly Sir Gower trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Do I look like I'm a fool? I have already cleared Sir Barristan's name of this slander, which was the truth. He admitted it, and he's paid his recompense last time. Okay? So this time, clearly, you are mistaken. Oh, Benjamin Stark has been hung, drawn and quartered. Oh, my God, it's all going horribly wrong for the Starks right now. How many Starks are left alive? 3. Rob, Lyanna. There must be one more Stark somewhere. Brenda. Some random Brenda. Brenda. She's alive. Rob and Lyanna. That's it. Rob better have some kids, otherwise it's goodbye Starks. Howland Reed is pissed about losing the Tower of Joy. The last of the guests has returned home. Agreed it was this year's greatest feast. Yes, because it was this year's only feast that was open to the public. +2 diplomacy, +5 vassal opinion. That's not bad. They're still depressed though. We'll have another carouse soon. Oh, Swan Shield. Can we have another bodyguard? Can have a final bodyguard. What's going on here? Desmond of Wenderwater. Courtney of Brickledon. Yeah, Benja's Dark Hanged. Who's this? Are you a fighting man? Duran Foxon? Was he the guy that came from the black? From the wall? Was he the wall person? Where is he? Was he the person that came from the wall? Oh, what's happening, man? Oh, for God's sake. People are dying on us now. This is what happens. You get to a certain age, all your friends end up dead. You were the former black man. It's personal combat 40. It's not horrendous. Who are you? Oh, did I get it the wrong way round? Last time it was Morton who slept with Sir Barristan's wife. This was Gower accusing Barristan. Ah! Not that we're taking sides in this affair, but clearly we believed Morton. Oh, it was Morton and Barristan, not Gower. Oh. That's the guy whose land was stolen and you let Narbert steal with it. What? Oh, Duran Foxon. Oh, the guy who's... Yes. Oh, I see. Ah. Well, I don't know you, so you're not going to be on my bloody... You're not going to be my bodyguard. Clearly. Right, who's died? Narbert. Oh, no, we've lost our Castellan. A natural death at... What is natural about dying at 47? Even in these times. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe 47? I need the toilet. I'm jumping on my seat because I need a wee. I'll be back in a second. Yes, we're going to be accused of favouritism now, aren't we? Clearly. Oh, but you made him pay, and why is my word not good enough? Right, we've lost Narbert, who was treasurer, and then Castellan, a loyal member of the court. So that's the bad news. Now we do not have anybody decent here. Apart from this Tancred fella who rocked up, passed a job interview, God knows how. Now Rogar is a friend. Has done his time as treasurer. Alright, it's one of those kind of situations, isn't it? You give your best mate the job. Yeah, but is he competent? Doesn't matter, he's my mate. You know what I mean? Backhander. And we'll bring this Tancred in to cut his teeth. And oversee the realm. There we go. Look at that. Right, righteous imprisonment. Lady Mylenda? No. Do you see any reason to imprison her? I can't see any reason. Can you see any reason? Can you see any reason, Castellum? Rogar? I can't see what the fuss is about, to be honest with you. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Asked to join plot. The more the merrier. Kill her. I mean, yeah, getting off the council's one thing. Killing her is a slightly different kettle of fish. I mean, do we wish her dead? That we would even get involved in this crime? We don't want to be associated with it. It's one thing playing dumb. It's another thing being actively involved. You know. Right. What else are we doing here? Master of the horse, master of the hunt, high almoner, cupbearer, handmaidens. No, we're good. I think we're good. Sworn shield. Oh, another bodyguard. Oh, it's this Duran fella. No. No thanks. Right, just a little bit of a shuffle of the council there. Someone just murdered Lady Shira's husband. Really? Under suspicious circumstances. Oh dear. Oh. Rumours. Rumours abound. What happened there? She's next. Someone's got it in for us. Don't know what you mean. This is what happens when you're the spy master of the Stormlands. Public enemy number one. Eric's house words are going to be pretty depressing. Robert's hitting back. Do we reckon? Oh, hang on. What's happening here? Unmarried heir. Oh, Miles. Miles, what's happened? Oh, you can get married at 14. Well, there's no talking about the present, is there? How good is she now? She's proud and greedy. It runs in the family, greed, doesn't it? It matters, you know. I've got a greedy wife. My next in line will have a greedy wife. Welcome to the club, son. But she's actually pretty decent. And she's a Penrose, famous noble house. It makes sense. It makes sense. And they're probably into each other. Oh, diligent, deceitful, content. Interesting stats, but I mean, numbers-wise, pretty decent. Diligent, I like that. Deceitful. Okay, a bit of deceit in there. Content, not quite so great, but, you know, if we need to be content, we'll be content. Maybe wait after the water, Mary. Maybe the house should be low mood, high hopes. Right, okay. I'm kind of interested to get them married at 14 because I want to see how it works. Betrothed can marry. Do you know what? Go for it. Go for it. I'm assuming just like a regular marriage, but kind of two kids. They've still got kids' portraits. Okay, they're getting married. They are now married. This is bizarre. Right, okay. Lady Penrose. Lane Penrose. The start of a long 50-year happy marriage. I'm sure. I'm certain. Septon Amon. Beheaded by Rob. Oh, God. Rob still hasn't finished yet. Okay, this is where the action is hotting up here. And the 18,000, 9,000. Oh, my God. No. No. Dick on lips. He's been beheaded by Tyrion. Tyrion! Why? Tyrion, why? Why, Tyrion? Have you got rid of our laughing stock? No! Oh no, I can't believe it. Why? Hi. Have you killed Mr. Lips? You evil imp, you. I'm going off you very quickly. You're attacking our king. You've enticed the Lord Commander, no doubt, to rise up against him of the King's Guard. And look at this. Yeah, I think we're going to win this war now. What quality of education would you like to purchase for your courtier Lisanne? My courtier Lisanne? Who the flipping hell is courtier Lisanne? Lisanne. Oh. Oh, she's an orphan. Oh, Morgan died. Her dad a few years ago. Her mother died a year later at 25 from flu. She's now an orphan. Bless her heart. Look at her. She's actually pretty decent as well. Can't I give you a focus? Yeah, you have a thrifty focus, dear Lisanne, and just the very essentials. I'm afraid to say, because I don't know who the flipping hell you are. Sorry about that. Not that close of a family member, but we'll give you some education. Maester shall look after you. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. Don't worry. Apostate found. Okay, give me a second. Right, so Miles has been educated by Sir Barristan Still. He's coming out with some decent enough traits. Just got married, bless him. Right, Morton is 9. Struggle focus. Being trained by Sir Barristan. Again, quite happy with that. We're not... we've not got him betrothed yet. Morton's turning in his grave. Why is Morton turning in his grave? What have I done to Morton? You mean Morgan? You can right-click your son's portrait to hold a wedding. Oh, not now, obviously, but would that have given some pomp and ceremony? Oh, a foreign tour. Septon Rickard bursts into your chambers, flanked by several knights, dragging Adina. Adina? So Barristan's what? Oh, the scandal continues. Not only is he sleeping around, but his wife is an apostate. Maybe that's why he's sleeping around. She's a theologian. Are you sure this is right? My lord, there are many concerned peasants claiming that their children are plagued by nightmares of this woman. She is obviously a witch. What shall be done with her? Burn her! What proof have we got that she's an apostate? What proof is there? Let her go free. What harm could it do? Okay, I'm assuming by the options here that this is almost certain. Bring out the branding iron. We can brand her and excommunicate her. We can chuck her in the dungeon and excommunicate her. We could burn her at the stake. It's a Barristan. Oh dear. Did we find her for him? I think we did, didn't we? He's 64 now. He's probably seen enough of her. To be honest with you, if he's sleeping around, he probably wants to do... Well, he probably wants rid as well. I mean, when we saw her face looking like that, there was clearly something amiss. Right, okay, if you have the evidence and you are certain, then I'm afraid the only penalty, the only punishment here is death, I'm afraid. Death by burning. Sorry about that, Adina. Yeah. The High Septon has declared an anathema upon your courtier, Adina, for her supposed sins. Supposed? I would have liked a bit more certainty before burning somebody alive. Oh, well, there you go, Sir Barristan. So sorry, but he's had 2 wives die now. One died of cancer, the second one burnt. Right. Perhaps you'd better find your own wife this time, Sir Barristan. Clearly, we're not doing a good job. Right. 80% in favour of Robert now. Is this war? Oh dear. 82%. Still a little bit of issues up there, but I think I don't know where's the army? Where's the king's army gone? Oh, Lady Lane, Penrose. Come to court. Welcome. Welcome aboard, Lane. I'm sure you'll like it here. Amberley's a fantastically lovely place. Lots of forests to frolic in, play hide and seek with your loved ones. Just be careful of the wild animals, they could kill you. Oh, hang on, we've got all kinds of madness going on here. All kinds of madness. Right, we've lost out on a few people. Somebody else died on us that we're unaware of? Right, so we've got no designated region. Wasn't this Barristan? Where's Selmy gone? Oh, no. No. Uh-oh. Barristan. Hello? Hello? What's happened? Has he left in a huff? Has he died of shock? What's happened? How do I find out? Where's he? He's here. Where is he? Oh, he's been made a Kingsguard member. He's been made a Kingsguard member. Sir Barristan the Bold is now a member of the Kingsguard. He's been summoned. He's left us. I mean, Robert has finally wants him back. He's probably going to be Lord Commander in a minute when bloody Jamie's had it been dealt with. Holy cow. Oh, we've lost Selmy. Oh, bloody hell. White Book. Okay, so obviously Jamie has been demoted, and now the Lord Commander is actually this guy, who we did say was the second best fighter, 110 fighting ability, is now the Lord Commander for the time being. Oh, that sucks. Left out of huff after his wife died and Robert swoops in. Oh, that's crap, isn't it? Okay. So we need to find a new educator for our son. Somebody with some decent diplomacy. We did have a second person in mind, didn't we, for that position? Not Durwald, the other guy. Who was the other guy? Oh, it was Morton Terry, but he died. Oh. Right, Julian. The Twitchy. Great Eminence. Honest, honourable, zealous. He's not bad. Durwald. Yeah, I'm not overly keen on you. Mr. Twitcher. I know! We really have been left weak. Things are not... Yeah, this is what happens when you're depressed and you've not got your eye on the game. Things tend to unravel themselves. So, I think we're going to have Julian the Twitchy educate our eldest child. Who's that? Mariah? Oh, she's actually... Oh, who's Mariah? Oh, she's depressed. We don't want a depressed woman tutoring our child. We'll go with Julian, the Twitchy. He seems pretty decent. The Twitchy one. I mean, the Maester's not bad, to be fair, if we're to be honest. But no, we'll give Twitchy the honour. We could actually gone further if we could have actually forced we could actually force that fellow council member, our brother-in-law Brian? And that way our son will come to Storm's End and he'll be with us as well. Right? So if we were to do that and that, oh, you do it without even being forced. Lord Brian should become the guardian of Miles. As a guardian, Lord Brian will be responsible for educating. Parents cannot declare war on the guardian of their child or the liege of the guardian of blah 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 blah. So Julian will not like us because we've just basically said, you can do it. Ah, hang on a second, I've changed my mind. Changed my mind. Sorry about that. Our brother-in-law, fellow council member, he's leading troops at the moment, but he's a council member, so he will be in Storm's End ordinarily. He's Great Eminence, good for diplomacy, 16 diplomacy. He's got some nice traits, decent traits. But I'm not using a favour here though, am I? I think he's actually doing it regardless of the favour, if I'm reading that right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're not forcing the favour here. He's doing it anyway. Same realm, opinion. This is not using a favour, is it? Call in the favour. So if I pressed that, we would use the favour, but this is not using the favour, no? I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, but I don't want to use a favour. I thought this was just a basic acceptance. Improve relations with Lord Brian. Okay, good. Right, I think this is good. Fellow council member on the Council of Storm's End, plus if he comes back after the battle, I'm assuming our child will go to the court of the Guardian, which means he would be at the court in Storm's End, where I can keep an eye on him too. I think it's perfect. Perfect. So let's get that done. Sorry about that, Mr. Twitchy. Sorry about that. You can tutor perhaps my second son, who is going to be groomed for combat, actually. So maybe somebody else. Maybe a Kingsguard member. Can the Kingsguard members be guardians? Selmy. House Selmy. Barristan. You still in? Can they become guardians? No. I don't think so. Well, maybe they can. Lord Commander of the King... Oh, Lord Commander of the Kingsguard? The Lord Commander himself? Yeah. Off you go, son. If you want a marshal, if you want to learn how to lead and learn how to be a strong man, go learn from the Lord Commander himself, who we know is a very good, able commander. We've seen him in the flesh before. We've seen him. He was a good fighter. A good fighter, yes. I just want to make sure first, actually, ideally, if we could. Oh. It doesn't need. It'll be fine. I'm completely losing the plot here. Bear with me. Right, let's get this right here. I wanted to see range side guardian. There he is, Lord Commander of Andre the Star. There he is. There we go. Let's have a look at this. Just double check. Oh, actually, his stats are pretty crap. He's just a good fighter. But he's a formidable fighter and a knight. So, you know, are we grooming our child for martial, or are we grooming him for fighting? Small tawny win. Poor military ruler, however. Ooh. Lord Commander. Ooh. I mean, when you look at our court, we're not exactly brimming with fighting characters, are we? Let's be honest. We're not brimming with... Search court first. Gender, man. Join court, any. Sell me, no. So our court, not I mean, Gower. Train fighter. Yeah, our fighting ability has took a nosedive recently with the death of 2 of our formidable ones. The realm. We brought. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we brought this guy over, didn't we? Ah, Mr. Oris. Sir Oris. Sir Orifice. Ah, yes. Look, we brought him over. Nicked him from Blue Grove, and we're trying to test. He's got a high marshal, skilled fighter, knight, brilliant commander, stubborn, arbitrary, and greedy, but a hunter. And he likes us very much. We sent a gift to him. Yeah, maybe Arthur Dane would do it. I think we'll give him an opportunity. Because he's going to be our marshal in the future, so let's give him an opportunity to show his loyalty here. Let's go, Guardian. Oh dear, Morton. Right, there we go, and there we go. Sir Oris. Sir Oris, there we go. Why go messing and harassing the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, of the King's Guard, sorry, when we've got a pretty decent fighting man right here? I mean, to be fair, he could be on the King's Guard with these stats. Oh, the Maester wants to be regent, does he? Oh my God. Well, I mean, I was getting round to that eventually. He's just kind of got in there first. Let's have a look, Maester. Not bad. Linguist, herbologist, Maester, tutoring our kids. He's been our Maester for a long time. He is a man we can trust. But he's also very stressed. You've got too much on your plate, my friend. That's the problem. Got too much on your damn plate. Should take a load off. I mean, he's pretty decent. We can't lie. Wants to become regent as well. Quelle surprise. This guy's actually pretty good girl. He's a Justicar. I mean, if you would have fabricated a claim on the Rainwood, we would probably have give you some kind of reward for it. Maybe this could have been that reward, for example, but no. No, I don't know what. Out of all the people that we trust, he has been our longest serving, tutored our kids. Do you know what? Yeah. A fine proposal. A fine proposal as well. It's a semi-decent proposal. Oh! Let's read it, folks. Let's drink it in. Jaime Lannister, former Lord Commander of the King's Guard, who rose up against King Robert with his impish brother, has been hung, drawn, and quartered on the orders of the King. Oh, how the Lannisters are going into a mire. Only one child left. I mean, he's in charge of the whole damn lot. But his army levies have been crushed. He's got 1,000 levies left. He's in a precarious position, shall we say. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's what you get for playing around, my sir. Right, excellent. So we have our first child being educated by our brother-in-law and fellow council member, the advisor. And we have our second son being tutored by Sir Oris. And another High Septon bites the dust. It's like bloody revolving door, that, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at our daughters. She is a 7. Maester is fine. Amber. We'll wait till she gets to 6 before we give her something. Since I'm such a diligent person, I make so that everything is as good as it can be. When it comes to my fighting men, I can focus on one of two things. More soldiers or the morale? Oh, more soldiers, clearly. The more the merrier. That's what I say. Oh, this war is about to end. Let's see what happens when it does end. Who's going to be suffering as a result of this? Somebody surely will suffer. Lord Aenys of Rosby accepted King Robert the Rake's peace offer. And he's been imprisoned, as you would expect. Is he going to execute a child? Oh, Lord Conral the Just has declared war of Dalston Keep independence. Oh my god, are you people stupid? Have you got half a brain cell here? Tyrion the Imp has declared war of Westerlander independence. Now that is ridiculous. You've got no men left. Oh my god. Oh, lots is happening here. Lots is happening. Right, okay. Oh, did that go through? Yeah, it's going through, right? Yeah, attacking King Robert the Rake. Oh, holy hell. King Tyrion V, the Imp of the Rock. Oh my, with that many men, you're going to do what, might I ask? Exactly? Rebel leader. I mean, he's probably hoping that people join his cause. I mean, okay, we'll see. This is interesting. Right. Oh boy. Maybe he's got some allies to call. He better do. Trial of the Seven is a form of trial by combat linked to the faith of the Seven and Andal tradition. The Andals believe that if 7 champions fought on each side, the gods thus honoured would be more likely to see justice done. Lord Tygett Lannister has challenged King Tyrion Lannister to such a trial to try to prove his innocence before the gods, and both have summoned 7 champions to Casterly Rock to fight for their cause. To 7 judge them. Inform me of this in detail. Yeah, I want details. I want full details. Sir Clarent confronted and subdued Lord Tygett Lannister in the melee of the trial, forcing him to yield and leave the field. Who is going to win? Lord Donald Yowrick confronted and subdued Lord Sebastian Farman in the melee trial, forcing him to... Okay, this is what the full detail gives you. Lord Sebastian Farman confronted... Okay. We should just wait for the end result. Port Prester subdued Sir Jason Felton. Give him a black eye. Where's my hood gone? Am I still the Castellan? Yeah. Oh my god, what's happening now? Lord Paramount Dennis, the Darling of the Vale, has declared Lord Paramount Dennis's war to liberate captive from King Tyrion the Imp. Oh dear, I think Tyrion's in a bit of trouble. Amongst the melee of the trial, Sir Ilyn Payne has slain Sir Jason Felton in a furious duel. The what's he called? The King's Justice was Ilyn Payne, right? This is before he had his eyes put out, apparently. Or his eyes haven't been put out in this rendition. Captain of the Household Guard, Commander of the Rock, Sir Ilyn, the Star of Stokeworth. Sir Jason Felton, slain by Sir Ilyn Payne. It wasn't his eyes that was took out, it was his tongue, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Oh, I'm just reading the message now. It was his tongue, yeah. I just realised. It was his tongue. Okay. It wouldn't make a good headsman if he couldn't see, would he? We're going to have you killed by beheading. Okay, not a problem. And we're going to have you beheaded by this blind man. What? Yeah, this blind man will swing this big axe and wherever it hits. Good luck. Right, amongst the melee, Sir Ilyn Payne. Yep, very good. Okay, Sir Alistair Yeasley has slain Sir Fawley Prester. Sir Clarent confronted and subdued Lord Donald Yeswick. Sir Willis Tyrrell subdued Sir Alistair Yeasley, forcing him to yield and leave the field. And Lord Tygett Lannister and his champions have defeated, and so presumably proving his guilt before the gods, have been defeated. Sorry. Oh dear. This probably means he's going to die then, right? Okay. Okay. How many wars? Look at Robert's wars here. Defending against Lord Conrad the Just in War of Dalston, keep independence. Defending against King Tyrion the Imp, War of Westlander independence. Defending against Lord Alan of Mosbury in War of Mosbury independence. Defending against Archon Syria the Generous in Tyroshi Pentoshi trade war over parchments. And defending against Lord Master Denero of Tyroshi Landing in Tyroshi Landing slave raid on Cracklaw Baron. Oh. Oh, he's released him. After all that combat nonsense, he released him. Exactly, Hurt Cupboard. Who was Tyrion married to? He is married to Queen Eleanor of the Rock. Eleanor Tyrell, who is the child of Olymer Tyrell and Lisa Meadows, brother to Sir Raymond Tyrell. How do we zoom this little thing in here? It's just too zoomed in. Who's that? Is that Mace? That's Garland. There's Luther. There's Mace. So it's a slightly different line. But obviously the Tyrells are no longer holding the Reach because they got ousted. But this is Queen Eleanor of the Rock. A Tyrell woman. So Conral has accepted a peace. That's one war down, several more to go. Taking his title away from him. Okay, 4 more to go. How does this war go? 80% in favour of the Imp. That can't last, surely. Oh, another one's just cropped up. Dispute over Mother's Valley. Okay, yep. Pentos won that one. That's a good sign, isn't it? That's a very good sign. Right. So I'm going to be... Oh, it's 25 to 11. Jesus, already? This is a great period of time at the moment because Sundays for me involve streaming this, which is football first, which is usually quite fun. Like a bit of football, clearly. Although at the moment, I don't know. I don't know. Is it because I'm getting to a certain age? But football at the moment, not quite. Doing it like it used to do for me. You know, I used to really be like really big football fanatic and going. I've got to play football. And I still play football 3 times a week, but I stopped playing football on a Wednesday as often. After coming back from my blood clots, I stopped playing on a Wednesday throughout my entire time whilst I was on my tablets. And I've come back, but I play every so often, not quite as regularly. But anyway, forget what I'm saying. So football, yes, play football Sunday. Then I play this, and then Happy Valley. Happy Valley's on a Sunday night. So after I finish streaming this, I go on to BBC iPlayer, have a cup of tea, play Happy Valley, and watch Happy Valley. Sorry, not play it. That's my Sunday, and then Monday, as of last week, we've got Last of Us to look forward to. So you know, I mean, I'm not a big TV person. I don't watch a lot of TV. I mentioned this before. YouTube is my TV. I don't watch television shows, generally speaking. So for me to be watching two different shows at the same time, or at the same time, is very rare, and it's quite a nice little refreshing change, to be fair. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, Happy Valley time in T-minus about 15 minutes. So yeah. And okay, you asked me about the rest of the week also. Tomorrow is usually a streaming day, but I'm going out tomorrow evening to a friend's house to have some dinner, so I won't be able to stream tomorrow. And then Wednesday is the other day that I can stream if I'm not playing football, and that's going to be kind of a 50-50 split going forward. But this Wednesday I'm actually going to Manchester. I've got a team meeting in Manchester, and then I'm going out for dinner with a former colleague in Manchester Wednesday evening. So this is the only stream this week. So I'll try and get as many recorded sessions up instead in my absence. So yeah, a bit of a slower week this week due to real life getting in the way, I suppose. But another person has accepted a piece from the king, and yeah, what position do I play? I play five-a-side, and so technically speaking, you know, positions-wise, not quite as rigid and as strict as 11-a-side, but generally speaking, I'm a defender. I'm a defender. I'm not bad. Clearly, at my age, I've lost a slight edge. Even I am noticing now that not quite as spring-heeled as I once was. And I look at all my plethora of trophies and think to myself, well, you know, even if I was to never win another trophy again, which is unlikely to happen, I mean, we'll win some more, but even if I was never to win any more, you know, and fall off a cliff with fitness and whatever else, I've had a good innings, you know what I mean? I've had a good innings. Some poor suckers that I've played football with, where we play football, I've played down there since 2010, so 12 years, and you know, some of the teams that we play down there play there week in, week out, year after year, and they never win anything. So I think to myself when I think, you know, some people just play because they want to play. So, but because I'm so used to being so competitive, it's tough. The games are getting tougher, especially when all these young teams come in that know what they're doing. With young whippersnappers running around. I think to myself, oh, yes, that was me once. The cook has prepared a magnificent meal with lots of different fruits, various kinds of meat, plenty of freshly baked bread, and several mature cheeses. So we could go temperate and satisfy my hunger with bread and water, but clearly I'm not going to do that because I'm in a depression. And don't they say that food can be quite a things that people turn to in times of their stress eating, I think it's called. People stress eat. When they're stressed, they turn to food. I mean, I've done it myself in the past. So it's easily done. So no, we're going to try to power out this depression that's been going on for several years now, clearly. I'm not getting any further out of it. But, you know, alcohol, carousing hasn't worked, you know. Sitting on our arse and not doing the right lot hasn't worked. So the next best thing to try is just fill your face with delicious food. So let's try that next as our next solution to our problem. Have I always played in defence? No. I've always played five-a-side. I've never played 11-a-side. I played one full 11-a-side season when I was 13 and hated it. I'm not a man that likes the elements, shall we say. Anything to do with cold weather, wind, rain, beating on your face, you're running around a football pitch, stuck in mud splashing all up. No. Thank you. That's not my cup of tea, alright? I like to be warm-ish, dry and clean, thank you. Don't like the thought of mud splattering all over me, you know. Yeah, I gave up that as a bad idea and turned to five-a-side football, which is indoor, which is clearly a bit warmer, even though where we play is actually quite cold at the moment. And it's dry and there's no mud. It's just a lot better. And it's faster paced, you see more of the ball, rather than standing around for long periods of time without the ball and just watching the game go by. So yeah, I played five-a-side since the age of about 14 and I've played ever since. And played competitively since 2010. Desmond of the Reach. Okay, very good. Is this my wife's plot to kill Shira? Clearly it's not going anywhere. Maybe we should just end this charade at this point before it gets out of hand. So yes, and when I first started playing five-a-side football, you know, because you play five-a-side and you kick about with friends, you just play wherever you want to play, and I was very quick, you know, quite tall, long legs and all that. You know, used to take big strides and gallop down the football field. I still do. just a little bit slower than I used to be, but still pretty quick. And so they used to just put me up front, and I used to score loads of goals, few goals. This is all in friendly matches and kickabouts. So when I started playing football properly in 2010, competitively, I was like, oh, they're like, where do you play? I said, oh, I'll play up front. And after about a month, one of the defenders on the team said, you would make a really good defender rather than up front. And I said, don't be silly. So don't be ridiculous. Anyway, he said, look, just try it. Try it for a couple of games. See how you get on. But I'm telling you, you'll make a good defender. And this was somebody who played for a five-a-side team since the 1980s, and they were one of the most successful five-a-side teams in Leeds. And so I trusted his judgment, played in defence, and the rest is I loved it. He was right. He was completely right. So that was how I started playing in defence in five-a-side football. Crunching tackles. You can't slide, but crunching enough. Right. Salt pans. Peasant revolt on. Yeah. Well, they're part of the Vale. Part of the Vale. No, part of the Riverlands. So yeah, you revolt against the man that took it from the Hoster. Is Hoster still alive? Hoster the Old. Yeah, he's still there. Right. Let's get back to the game for the last 10 minutes. I can seek treatment for illness again. Apparently. Right. Let's try it. Oh. Treat me now! Treat me now! Okay, what is he treating us for? Is he treating us for... Oh, gonorrhea. Yeah, well-tested treatments will do. We're dying, depressed, and with gonorrhea. Undress and raise your buttocks! Stop clench... Oh, God. Hey, it worked a charm, though. It worked a charm. Good grief. The pain. Suppose when you're depressed, you'll try anything. Right, carousing. We're not using carousing now. Can we change it again? No, not yet. Maybe we should do another carouse. I think it's carousing time. I think it's carousing time. I think it's carousing time, my friends. Oh, Rogar's got a bit of a bushy beard. Right, let's see if we can carouse the entire court this time. We're not going to discriminate against people. Everybody's invited to this one. Let's invite all of our coaches to the carousing. Even the Maester. You know what I mean? Mr. Maester. You stuck some up my buttocks, but it worked, so I'm going to invite you. You clearly know how to party. Right. Liera. Yep. Come on down. Come on down. Come on, everybody. Alan Rogers in you as well. Ricard Septon. Get with it. Blood of the Seven. Put it in a goblet. It's good for anybody. Monfrid. Don't know who you are, but you're coming on down. I want everybody present today. I'm going to invite Renly, the King. Oh, what's happened? Tancred, come on. Yep. You. Whoever you are. Sansa, the squinty-eyed, dodgy lady. Goodwin Gower. Selmy. Gowers. Mr. Twitchy. Yep, you can come as well. Right, Renly. Yep, you're coming. No. Is that war? Bit busy. Fine. Fine. It's not my fault, is it? I just want a party. Should we ask our brother-in-law? Yeah, why not? Come on, mister. Come and carouse with us. That'll do. Do we have any other friends on the council? Who else do we like on this forsaken council? No. Shira. No, she didn't come last time. He came last time, but he's at war with the stuff. Hey, Lord Treasurer, you came last time, didn't you? I think you did. I'm going to invite them. No, can't invite the Maester of the... No. Me. Advisor already asked. Justica Rory. Come on down. It's time to party. It's time to carouse. Anyway, my son has a portrait. I have been reliably informed. And here he is. Miles Topcliffe. Straggly hair, bushy beard, a chip off the old block. The amber hair has carried on through. And look, his wife has got a portrait. Lane Penrose. Oh, she's very nice. Look, black hair, dark hair, green eyes. What a piercing look. Lovely. Yes, she's a very fine lady. We're not seducing, are we? I was just going to have a bit of a laugh and say, oh, it's time to take her to the bedroom. No, clearly not. I was just joking. Yeah, he looks fun. He looks like a ruler to me. An amber ruler of House Topcliffe. Yes. Let's look at his stats. Still doing pretty decent. Oh, he's shy. But he's kind. Oh, kind-hearted soul. Content. I'm picturing him as a bit of a meek and mild kind of fella, which we kind of gathered from his timid, shy, childlike state. We debated whether to beat it out of him, but we let him be. And he's coming to be a shy, kind of timid, but deceitful. Never looks you in the eye kind of guy. He's always looking at you from a sideways glance. You know, you always wonder where you stand with him. He seems so nice and kind. To your face. He's a squire. Might become a knight, who knows. Getting an exceptional education, so okay, we'll keep an eye on him, but he's only got a year to go. So once his education is done, we'll see how he turns out. Yeah, and that's when we'll end the session. We'll end the session when he comes of age, which is the 26th of first moon, which isn't that long, funnily enough. So we'll see how he turns out. How's this guy doing? Morton, fussy, playful, conscientious. Sir Oris, he's a trained fighter at level 2. His brother clearly is not as good because he's diplomacy, not fighting ability. Okay. Looks like Jesus. Clearly gets the scheming side from his mother. Yes. Yes. Maybe that will serve as... Ooh. Oh, can't join you. Maybe because they've already joined. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So Liera's coming. Mariah's coming. Maester, busy. All the ladies are coming. Sansa's coming. Because all the ladies love us, you see. Yes, this grey fox here. Okay, and we've got Monfred's coming, and dear liege, Septon Ricard. Against, can't be seen. Of course you can't, you miserable old crone. I just thought I'd ask you out of politeness. So, Oris, sorry, I'm too busy training your child, who's very much of a handful. It's fine. Don't need to make excuses. Ella, she's too busy mourning the loss of her husband still. And who is this? Sir Julian the Twitchy. Oh, yes. I'll come, he says. I'll come. Sorry. And Durwald. He's coming, the Justicar. Of course you're coming, Rogar. I would expect nothing less. And Alan Rogers is coming too. And my wife. Is that my wife? I thought it was my wife. It's not my wife, this is Pera Arryn of Gulltown. My wife? Oh! My brother-in-law's a bit busy. And Sir Gerald Gower, again, is too busy. But Alec Rogers, my wife, clearly is coming. Any opportunity for a revelry. And, Sir Rory of Rainwood. Oh, this is Sir Rory of Rainwood, the Justicar, yes. He's got chest pains, gonorrhea, and is stressed. Not long for this world, clearly. And here comes Sir Bryce, the treasurer, back for more revelry. It was such a hoot, the first party, that he's come back for seconds. Right, okay. So we have to wait patiently for this to happen. Woo! Okay, Amber Topcliffe. Amber Topcliffe leads an education. So she's 6. She's pretty decent. What do we reckon, folks? She is our second oldest daughter. Herlinda is doing etiquette. Amber, she's got no martial. She's good at maybe humility. To play to her strengths. Maybe we could. I think humility, etiquette again. We've got one doing etiquette. Let's do something different. I think she should do one of these two though. I think we'll do humility for her, and we're going to make Brelina the fighter. We're going to make Brelina the fighter. Struggle or pride? Oh, pride. Let's do pride. We'll have her be fighter. Brelina, she'll be adventuring in snowy places, getting shouted off cliffs. It'll be fine. She'll love it. We'll have her be the fighty one, if we can. So I think we should get her straight away, get her a guardian that's got some fighting ability. Straight away. So Oris. There you go. We'll have her trained up in no time. She'll be the Brienne of Tarth of this world. There we go. Perfect. Oh, a sickly infant. Oh no, Rob. Child in. Oh, his first. Is that a son? A bastard son. Oh, Rob, you naughty boy. He's got no wife. He's got 2 lovers. Rob, what are you doing, man? Right, where's my son? He's coming of age very shortly. Okay, here we go. Oh, we've got him. He's done it. My son has finished his education in the ways of the court and statesmanship. It seems he has learned all the basic skills. Oh, he's a gruff diplomat. Oh, very good. That's a bit... unlanded son now, penalty. And here comes Lane Penrose again. She returns to us as Lady Penrose of 16. So I think that was a good place to end it. We just started a new year. Robert, still at war. 44% favouring the king. So the old Westerlands are going to come a cropper. And Tyrion is now in hiding and has got cancer. I don't think Tyrion is long for this world. I don't think Tyrion is long for this world. Yeah, it's unlanded son penalty. It's telling us we have an unlanded son. Which is going to have to be the case because we've only got 1 land, I'm afraid. So here he is. Here is our oldest. Here is our oldest child, Miles Topcliffe. Little bit disappointed in this, considering that how promising he looked as a child. But nonetheless, gruff diplomat, poor fighter, is a squire still. I don't know how this changes. How we get him to be a knight. Maybe we have to buy it with him. I don't know. Maybe he lives his entire life as a squire. But he's content. He's deceitful. He's diligent, kind, and shy. Interesting little mix. Lane Penrose, 15, coming of age soon. His wife, strong claim on the lordship of the Parchments. But she is greedy, proud, honourable, and just. Not too shabby stats, really. Traits, rather. So I'm hoping they're going to have a long and happy marriage. And they look suited to me. They've been betrothed for a long time. They probably know each other. They've probably played with each other around court, you know. Us and the Penroses on the same council and all that. They're well acquainted. Could be one of those childhood sweetheart love stories when they're both in their 60s, you know. People, how did you meet? Well, when we were 5, actually. Yes, when we were 5, running around the court as we were playing whatever games they used to play in these times, throwing stones at trees. Yes. Anyway, so that's our son, who we may play as when we die, because it's not certain. He could die before then. But if we do play as him, be interesting. It's as a character, a bit meek and mild, but it's fine. We'll just have to surround him with a very, very capable and strong court, perhaps. Our son is more likely to be friends with Renly than us. Probably. Who rules Bear Island? Where's Bear Island? Let's have a look. Bear Island up here? No? Where is the Island of the Bears? It is right at the north here. It is right there. This is Lord Harwin Blandish of Bear Island. A very bland fella. So bland as only one of them. Of his house, probably been raised to that title as a reward by Mr. Rob. If I was to have a hazard a guess there. Morton tried to take advantage of his meek brother Miles, especially if he's got a decent martial ability. You might be right. He might start to plot and scheme. Bit of greediness, perhaps? Might turn out to be a lunatic. Okay, so yeah, it'd be quite interesting to see how he turns out. A bit of inter-sibling rivalry, maybe? Ooh, could be, could happen. Right, so let's finish it here. Time has flown by today, but I did start at 8 rather than 7. It makes a big difference. So, yeah, here we are. We're Lord Eric, we're 52. We've still got gonorrhea. Still trying our best to treat it, but nothing's happening. And we are still depressed. So we're doing our best to bumble on by, but, clearly, life's hard, But we've got another private feast happening. So hopefully that will help us to come to terms with things. Maybe for the last 10 years of our life, we might start to show some due diligence once again. Could be good. We might also change this ambition next session. But the kids are growing up well. We've got kids being trained by Sir Oris, Berlina and Morton. We've got 2, Herlind and Amber, trained by the Maester. And still haven't got any of them married off because, hey, we're depressed. We don't worry about such things. So that's good. So that's him. Council is seen a couple of changes. Rogar has been promoted to Castellan from Treasurer. We've got a new Treasurer, Tancred, who we invited to court and was recommended to us, but he's alright, he's average. Spymaster Ella, still there. Her husband's died now, but she's still soldiering on, going quietly about her business in the background. Gerald Gower tried to ruin our feast, accosting us and blaming Sir Barristan for some nonsense which we dismissed with a wave of a hand, much to his displeasure. So it's a miracle he's still here, to be honest with you, considering we're not pushing his claim either. Justicar is still doing a very good job, so we're happy with that. The council, they love us, it's fine, everything's nice and stable. Renly's council is quite stable too. Militarily, nothing much happening because we're not at war and haven't been for some time. And we have 159 gold pieces which we can use to buy things like, I don't know, a household guard or maybe even a knighthood. If we had 100 prestige and 100 gold, which we do. So why is this not available? Because I need to have one of those traits, which I don't, so that's fine. So yeah, we could establish a household guard, but again, it sounds like too much effort. Sounds like too much of a fuss, too much to worry about such things. It's fine. I've got bodyguards. What more do you need? It's just a fancy title for them. Really. 100 gold just to give them a fancy title? No, clearly not. And we can't still join any of these factions. So, is she still in charge? Yeah, Ariane of Dawn is still in charge. Renly clearly is still in charge. Married to Karenna Lannister, if you remember. Still got Desmond of the Reach in charge there, the old puppet. We've seen Tyrion, he's on his last legs. Hoster the Old, still soldiering on. 64. Wife's dead, losing land, but still clinging on for grim death. We've got the Darling of the Vale, 51, still in charge here. Got a few scars on his face. And then we've got, of course, Robb Stark, who's gone a bit mad this session with usurping and taking titles and creating titles and chopping people's heads off and burning them at the stake and ousting them and He's got a bit crazy, and clearly he's sleeping around. His father would be mortified. But anyway, so there you go. That's how the state looks of the state of things. And of course, the start of the session, the quickest ever war you've ever seen to take Pentos happened, and Lord Paramount Mimillo, the blue hair, is still in charge and still part of the Iron Throne right now. So that was quite an interesting development. So there you go. There you go. The known plots. One known plot. Oh, really? Really? Well, I'm not so depressed that I'm going to allow this to flipping happen. You! Who are you? It is you. Parchments, man. He's Penrose, right? Yeah. Father was Courtney. You again. Yes, he wanted to... First of all, he wanted to be Castellan. Now he wants to be dead. Oh, okay. Okay, now we're seeing... Now we're seeing things. Right, well, first of all, we're going to send an insult. We're going to send an insult to you. Then we're going to antagonise you. You have the letter for John composed. I'm depressed and in my room with nothing else better to do. I know what I'll do. I'll sling some insults at the bastard. Right. In short, I despise you. You are a cruel brute, you're a cruel false knight. Ways repulse me. Sign Lord Eric. There, that'll do. Is that the best you could come up with? There, just send it, will you? Okay, says the Maester. I'll send it to... I'll just put a few extra insults there, because this is very tame. And your wife stinks like a sweaty boar, and your kids are like hunchbacks, and there you go, that's a bit better. Send that across to him, and see what he thinks of that. Alright? Yes. You want to start with me, boyo? You want to start something you want... Kill or be killed. You can go to... What's it called? Your son's wife has a claim on parchments. Miles' kids will inherit Amberley and parchments. It's a good job I've got an able council here, isn't it? There I am sending letters and insults and war of words when we can be having a war of land. 1.86k. We have an ally though, and he has an ally too. Lord Alaric of Drakesgrave. So if he's got about 3k men. Oh, he's got 6k men. Ah, interesting. 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 Call in our favour. Oh, the plot and the schemes thicken. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of thinking here, because we could kill him. Possible plot power to have him killed was over 100%. So we could have him bumped off. Apparently, if we have him bumped off, it might make it easier for us to claim the parchments with our son's wife, who's got a strong claim on parchments here. We've got... we could go to... Could we go to war for it right this instant? Yeah, so... press Lady Penrose's claim on the Lordship of Parchments. Lady Penrose will become your vassal. Well, she won't be, because we're not... She'll own it outright. But as somebody said, any kids of her and my son would take this, which means it would come into our control when we control our son's child, our grandchild, something for the future. Not that we're thinking that far ahead, but we're thinking, this man wants to kill me. So therefore, we need to do something about him. Taking him off his little throne would be a good start. Alternatively, having him bumped off first. Who would inherit after him? A little baby girl. Might make it easy to claim. Might lower the levies. Cause a bit of unrest. Ooh. Oh. I think... And it might get rid of the alliance too. Yeah. Ooh. I think we're going to have to hold a council meeting. We're going to have to get together with the councillors. You know, Spy Master Ella has brought... Spy Master Ella has come forth with news. Grave news, my liege. A man plots to kill you. I don't think it's going to be successful, to be honest with you. I can't see anybody wanting you dead. This man clearly is jealous of your position on the council. But nonetheless, I think it needs to be dealt with. In a way that's not OTT, you know? We don't want to make it like... We'll have to decide what punishment we mete out here. But anyway, that's for me to ponder before the next session. How to deal with John Penrose of Parchments. Feel free to chirp up, if you will, in the comments or on the Discord. But yes, that's going to be our first task of the next session. Yes, very good indeed. At a grand old age of 52. Not a deceitful bone in our body. We're average deceit, average intrigue. But when your life's at risk, you call upon the powers of your council. So we'll see what they come up with. Which John is next? Yeah, we don't have a good record against Johns, do we? They're always an irksome lot, aren't they? They're always up to something. These Johns. Can't they just sit down and shut up? Anyway, there you go, folks. That's the end of the session. I'm going to go downstairs now and have a very strong cup of tea because I've had, a taxing day pushing drain rods about and stinking myself up. So I think a strong cup of tea, bit of Happy Valley, is going to be a nice way to end the evening. So next session of this, I don't anticipate waiting until next Sunday to play more of this. I'll probably do a recorded session of this in the week where we'll just advance maybe a couple of years or so, and we'll take it to John Penrose one way or another. So we'll see what happens to that. But yes, it's the start of a new week tomorrow, so have a good one, folks, whatever you choose to do. And I'll hopefully see you for a stream next Sunday, unless any footballs are cancelled or any of my plans are cancelled, at which point I'll drop in with an ad hoc stream. But yeah, have a good week, and thanks for coming once again. And until next time, see you soon. I like this music. It's kind of like quite suitable for the moment, I think.